Coming to you, coming to you, coming to you. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. We here, we here. Allli, going on?
Yes, Sid. Soapy Dan.
Yes, every time.
Yes, sir. Well, hard to get you on the Chatterbox. Well, I thank you for your time, man. Every time we link up, we supposed to link up, we never link up. But at least you make this one happen. I appreciate it.
Yes, my boy. All that is because of Soapy, you know. Soapy is that is Soapy, man. Soapy. Last time I was in the chat room, then Soapy said, "Listen, you can't miss another week, my boy. Struggle and get you."
Hey, you know, long people telling me, wait, you are Alli's brethren. Allli got accolades galore. What happened? Where you can't get Allli on? I tell him, man, Alli's a busy man. Alli's a busy man. Hey, so how things going with the corona though? Me and you ain't really talk about that.
Oh, well, music wise, well, you know already we're on that down low because of, you know, I guess everybody trying to see when this thing going to die down, you know, because I mean there are people I do music for already that ain't really going to try to release it. Although I really think it's a good time to release because everybody more listening to stuff now. You understand?
Yeah.
So people at home, I feel it would be a better opportunity now. I think right now, live streams, you know, is the way to go now. You know what I'm saying? So gone are the days of, I would say now that you actually listening to, you have to come in that jam and say, oh, wow, I never heard that song before. That song sound good.
Exactly.
Right now, you know, everything live now. So songs you don't hear, songs you never hear, songs you will try to hear, you're going to hear it now because that's why it is now, you understand? So other than that, I just cool, man. I was waiting for this thing to cool down, you know, and get it out of the way, really, and truly, man.
Yeah. You're right though with the I think it's a good time to release music because people gonna have the chance to sit down and listen, you know what I mean? Like ain't much to do other than sit down and listen, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So let me start with this. Where you originally from?
Well, I'm from Dominica. I would say Portsmouth, the continent of Portsmouth, because the reason why I say continent of Portsmouth is because Brethren had a little song clash on yesterday, and he said Portsmouth. He said Portsmouth is far. He's same Dominica, you know. He said Portsmouth is far. Like Portsmouth is another island, man. but yeah, I'm from Portsmouth, man, originally, you know. So
yeah, Dominica massive.
Yeah, Zika to be exact.
Dominica massive. So at what point did you start getting into music, and what made you want to be into music?
Boy, that's a very good question. that is something. But since I born, I always knocking something, always have a little something doing, and then all that come from my father, you know, because of my history of my old man, who used to be the guitarist, bassist, you know, of Imagi, and I don't know, it's just something inside of you that, you know what I'm saying, that but everything once I hear music, my boy, it's like, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
For people who ain't know, that's that picture right there is Allli dad. He used to be Zuki, the guitarist for Imagination Brass in St. Thomas. And he was well known, well respected, had a lot of big hits. And let me talk about your dad a little bit. I heard, in fact, you told me that your father was one of the ones in Imagi at the time when they won a Grammy in where you said?
In France, yeah.
In France.
Yeah, they won a Grammy in France, yeah, back. And my mother would know the dates and them exact, because, you know, my mother is an archive. I remember when I was watching the Daddy Jones interview, I remember you see how Jones was saying, Toby is the archives?
Yeah.
My mother know all dates, my boy. My mother, she don't forget them things, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my old man back then, you know. So you see him there.
yeah. People wouldn't know that. Like that's because I didn't know that for sure. You put me onto that just now. Like I didn't know that your father. I mean that Imagi that any band win a Grammy in anywhere.
Yeah. That was back in the days, yeah. So, but yeah, man, my father, and then I started off playing guitar first, just like him. You know, I wanted to follow in the same footsteps as him. So I remember them days where I used to want to play his guitar, but he used to tell me, never happening. Yeah, I can't remember if it's a Gibson he had. I think it's a Gibson in his hand now, one of the old school Gibson. Tell me not touching that. So what he will do is take a sardine tin and take a piece of board and run 6 nylon on that soapy dad. And pull the tin all the way in the back, you understand? Yeah. You take just coals at the time, you know them charcoal, and he make the fret. And he used to make that, and so I used to sit down, and I was at a young age. We talking about boy 5, starting at 5, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Because then I started from there, and I started going into church now. And what I used to do is there was a guy back then, not back then, me alive still. His name is Francis Valerie Guapa. Anybody from my community that on this live right now, they will know. And that's a man I have to give, other than my father, that's a man I have to give big respect to, because without him today, I wouldn't be where I am, chords-wise, you understand? Because my father, I was more Dominican, my father was more St. Thomas, you understand? Like, people even think my father was Atomian. You understand what I'm saying? But my father is Dominican, but he does move St. Thomas in a long time. Yeah. So, Guapa used to have a Bob's guitar up till this day. When I go back home in church, he always there. Still there playing his guitar and thing. And that is how I learned how to mimic. Back then I couldn't play, but I used to watch his hand, play D from there, go up for the G, and them days I don't open guitar first. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. And so every time I come there, I sit down in the front with my little nylon thing, and I pull up, X-Man's here, and whenever he come home, I say, Daddy, where you learn that from? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand? So, yeah. So from that little history there now, I leave from there. Let me see, start going from 1 to 1 to, let me see that same guitar, I used to get blows with that same guitar there. I don't want to do my schoolwork. Yeah, I used to get blows with that same guitar there, man. My mother used to cut my ass with that, boy. When you work, you don't want to go and do, hey, is that guitar you want to? Yeah, okay, that same guitar I'll beat you. Yeah, so, and then from there, the church, I was heavy into church. Still is, but I was born Catholic, and any little thing I want to do was church, because back then church, I wasn't even into keyboard. Keyboard come at a very, people like who know me for guitar. I was never a keyboard man. You know, keyboard man come late, very late. You know what I'm saying? So my history started off with church first, and then from there, let me see, I'm trying to get the years properly from there. Okay, so I was in my little youth choir called with Caesarina Paul, you have Royet, you have my cousin Chanel, Olan, and I can go on and on for a lot of guys. So Caesarina Paul is, I should say, because she's alive still, is a young woman that was leading the choir at the time. He's dead now. He's called Felix Peter. He was the guy that used to, well, he was the principal of my school at the time, I think. He was the principal, he was a teacher, one of them, in St. John's School. And then he used to play in the church. So, in thinking 98, 97 or 98, 99, around there, we had a terrible car accident that was terrible. And he died from that. Okay. All of us was going to a church meeting, and then he died from there.
Yeah, and rest in peace to him.
Yes, man, rest in peace, man. Felix Peter, you can never forget that. You understand? And let me see, that happened.
Somebody say it happened in 2000. Royet.
Oh, you see that? I just called her name. You see that? I just called her name. Oh, yeah, and she just okay. So 2000, yeah. So I always used to go on there, and do my little thing, but guitar was always my thing first. Anything, guapa, guitar, this bass, and like I tell you, I still have my bass from my old man, because my old man, I know I skipped that part, but my old man died in 93, Soapy. And in he dying, I remember he lived in one of his things he left. One of the things he left for me, the guitar I didn't get, because my older brother have the guitar, which I say I have to take it one of these days and refurbish it, you know, bring it up. Now, he don't play no music, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was older at the time, and they give him the guitar, and I vex them. You know? You know? So if you don't want to see this up here, I vex because Lord, they was going to bury him with it at the time.
Yeah.
And they decide, no, if they bury him, somebody else might do. You know, back in the days,
people do some crazy stuff. Yeah,
dig up the grave, take the guitar, and sell it. So my auntie them say, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm giving that, give that to my older brother, man. My older brother playing no. Up to this day, he never touched an instrument in his life. You understand? So now he just say me, yeah, I should have really give that to you. And I say, yeah, you should have really give that to me. But I still got something from, because he died in 93, so let me just put it, he died in 93. In St. Thomas, after they do the thing is the last release. Well, the last release on the road, I can remember. It was Jam, but it was Carnival time when he fall. He had he had a brain thing in his head. So he fall right there, some checking his guitar, doing his thing right there, and he fell right there.
Wow.
You know, back in the days in St. Thomas, they used to have the platin, the cocoa branch soapy.
Yeah.
They put it on the top for the shade.
Yeah.
Right. I think in one of those pictures I see you have there, you might see that there, where you see them on top, and the branch on top. You're gonna see the cocoa branch, they platin it on top, and then that's what they used to use for the shed instead of putting up a tarpaulin them days.
Was it this one?
No, I think that one on the truck. Check the one when he on the truck with the.
Oh, I don't have the one on the truck. Sorry.
Actually, no, that one there where you have with the guitar. Put up the one with the guitar. If you look above, I think that one there, the first one you put up with the guitar when you check that was my old man. Yeah. You look on top.
Yeah. You see the branch, yep.
You see the branches, right? So branches, they used to plait it. Like then, even in Dominica, I see them doing that for Queen Show and thing. They just use it to barricade. So you used to plait it and put it on top of the truck instead of actually putting tap like now. People don't do that no more. They put tarpaulins on the top, you know, because of rain and stuff. But you know, St. Thomas full of heat too. So that's what they used to put on top there at the time. But yeah, he fall. That was the last year that he fall. He was in a coma for 7 weeks, I think.
Wow.
He was starting to show. I remember the last thing my mother was telling me, he was starting to show you know, that signs that he was recovering, because I remember they used to like call his name and his toes used to move, you know, move it to one thing, and so that then we thinking, well, you know, he's going to recover, but then after that, you know, he succumbed, you know. So
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yes, that, yeah, man. So I remember so from that, no, that music thing, no, it said I don't want to do no schoolwork, but schoolwork wasn't no part of that. I get older now, and it's war.
Yeah.
And then we have from right there now we have Jenna, my uncle Spry, Dean, Kenji, Boogie, and Sarah Mix. We had a little band in our village called Sarah Mix.
Yeah, but you ain't Allli, you ain't tell us how you get into keyboard. Tell us how you get into keyboard.
But that's what I coming into it, you know.
Oh, okay.
I skip some phases there, but I coming into it, you understand?
Got you.
So Jenna used to play keyboard at the time for Ceramics. That was a little band we used to have in the back there. And all them times there is guitar still for me. You understand what I'm saying? And with Ceramics now, it was always, you know, a little village band, you know, we do our thing, X, Y, and Z. And I used to go there and peep. As usually again, my mother always busting my skin again, you know what I'm saying? So send me for bread, and you know, coming back home, bread shop is right there, 10 minutes, a whole hour, I still out there looking for bread. So I do that timeline, because so much things happen around those times that if I could reach over there. All that guitar days, I'm still coming down there too. Then Felix died, you know. And the church needed a keyboard man. You understand? That Boogie there, my cousin Boogie Alexis, but Boogie at the time, Boogie used to come to church sometimes. Sometimes when I think Boogie not come in church, I sit down in the back, Boogie don't come. When I come and sit down on the keyboard, Boogie come. Like them days, they trying to do my little thing, you know what I'm saying? So what I do, basically, I incorporate what I learned from guitar at the time straight into keyboard. You understand? And then Father Charles Martin was a priest at the time. He was a priest for our church. he used to play piano, and he tell me, you always on a little white little piano in the church and stuff like that. You want to learn? Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, man. I said, okay, I see you good on your guitar and thing already, but I said, yeah, so he's just, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then the both hands and the two hands and this and that. Okay, he said, at the time, he said, you have a very strong left hand, and right, and you get this, man. You getting this quick. Every day, see it. I in that, boy, I'm telling you. The worst thing they do was give me a key for that church.
So you in there every day?
The worst thing they do was give me a key for that church. Roy to tell you, I know she on the line. Roy to tell you, we had that one called Bennett. Oh my Lord! Every day, see we in there. My mother have to come and look for me in that church all 9 o'clock.
Well, at least she was in the church. You know what I mean?
But what I was doing in the church is what. Yeah, man. So we was inside there, as I was saying, X, Y, and Z, and that's how I get on keyboard. And then my mother decided, you know what? See, you don't want to do no schoolwork, and you're already in high school. You know what? Cool. I don't send you by Christian. I don't send you by Christian music school. So she sent me by Christian music school, and I remember it had a girl there at the time, and it was Esther Lambert here. She's still a friend of mine, to be exact. She's in Canada now, I think. She was a young woman at the time, and she was teaching, theory and stuff like that. But remember those days that we don't have YouTube and so I'm saying, and those things like that. See, so me now from what I would say, from gathering all what I see people do and incorporating what I had on guitar, because I was way faster on guitar. I tried to, scales wise and stuff like that. So now I try to incorporate what I knew straight into the keyboard. And then when I go over there now, I remember my mother saying, just go over there, because the first time I do it, first week I do over there. I tell my mother, but what they teaching me, I know that already.
Yeah.
So my mother tell me, it's good when you do. She tell me you're going to understand what it is to get a job. When you get a job, even if you know how to do the work, you have to humble and hush your mouth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And just go through. Don't just go in no job and make it look like, I use the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just humble myself, and then basically the same thing, and and I start to get, oh Lord, I start to get a little tired of doing the same thing over and over and X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And then, but Esther didn't know I could play. You understand? Because I was just going there, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and doing this and that. Is when Rosie Douglas was our prime minister, died, I had to play Candle in the Wind by Elton John for him, that classical.
Yeah.
Now, I did not know Rosie was her uncle. So when they called me to play this song, see, you want to see people, because that guy was a big guy back then, Rosie Douglas.
Yeah.
From my community. And she was sitting down in the front, and they called me to play, because I was playing with the choir, and they put me to play this song. So, when they put me to play this song, then there's I afraid, because when they come, the cameraman move on the scene, and say, shh. So we used to have the old church, because the church fall now, but the old church used to have like a little barricade where if you pull up in the back there with your keyboard, nobody can really see you. You understand what I'm saying? So I push the keyboard down to the corner, and nobody can see, but Miss Paul, man, Caesarina Paul, man, hit me on my shoulder. I said, your time to shine, stop it. Oh yeah, pull back the keyboard, boy. I'm playing that, I trembling because I can't watch the people. What kind of big guitar is watching me and camera in your face? I never had that before.
Yeah.
And she sit down there and she watch me if I'm out like that, like what? Oh. Well, from that day, that music class never go the same again.
Yeah.
That next week I go in there, she could not wait no more. She said, we can't keep doing this no more. You show me what you know, and we advance from there. And then I do my little thing, show her X, Y, and Z. She tell me, it doesn't even make sense, because the level you on, you way past the level already. You can play by ear.
Yeah.
You can read, and you can play by ear. She now, she's more of a, she's very good at, some people good at theory.
Yeah.
Say, nah. She said that don't make no sense. So then she tell me, she spoke to the guy at the time who was the owner of the music school. I forgot it, but it's Christians here, which was the Christian music school is a legendary school back home. So the father before used to have it, and then now the son have it, and I think now the daughter is running it. So a lot of people go to that music school.
Got you.
He come up there, watch what I could play and watch my level, and then this year, he said, you're just wasting your mother money right now. Yeah, I go and put somebody special to deal with you. And that's how I get introduced to a guy called Julie Mate. He's a crazy guy, my boy. This is the guy that put me to play a scale, and he sit down on the balcony smoking his cigarette. He must take his couple of puffs a day. And my boy tell me, yeah, stop from C, don't me pass on left and right and go. And I would make a mistake, and he said, that D sharp you're touching is not there. And see, when I look up, I'm D sharp and the man on the balcony,
So
I remember when I go, I say, mommy, I tell my father Graham, right? I say, mommy, that guy is a zombie.
The man got good ears just like you, that's why.
I listen, that kind of, I maybe have it a little bit more, but that kind of ears, no, that might, listen me, trust me, that guy, Julie Mate, is everybody in Dominican know this guy. That guy is a serious guy, my boy. The man, I doing his scale, and tongue, and the man tell me, that C sharp there, that's not for there. I say, wow. And then, I do a full year with him now, so that's where I get into the blast, the jazz, and the blues, and everything else. And he show me scales and this and that. And he come to the point where he tell me, if you can play one song in one key, if the person go host, that night, they can't sing, and you have to go, let's say you're in C7. How are you going to play that? I say, well, it's everything on the keyboard called transpose. He say, well, not on piano. Can't transpose on piano. Can't transpose on a piano, so that never happening. You have to be a big boy. And he tell me, listen, that's your homework now. And remember, the first song he gave me to really go home and try to learn, and that's why I was using in church, because I did not have my own keyboard at the time. So I was using in church to practice. Was a song called I see and I said to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yeah.
Yes, but that there has some serious chords in it, man. The man tell me, when I come back Saturday, I better be able to play it in all keys, every key.
Yeah.
He didn't want to see me, but he's trembling. I think I don't it in every key, but I watch him do it in front of me in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
C sharp, go to D, go to E, go to E flat, go to F, go to F sharp, and the man does, and in my mind, thinking like, what? Well, how is mine like working so fast to like transpose like all those keys in his mind? You know what I'm saying? Because okay, C, everybody knows C, C, F, G, then C sharp, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, D, D, G. But when you start doing those kind of caliber of chords, then now when you have C minor 7, then you know what I'm saying, then you have the A flat augmented coming right after. When you go in D now, that's a whole different ball game. Then you know what I'm saying? D, then you go in what was that? G flat 7. You have to really know them things, that theory, to really be able to transpose from one to one to one and go into them.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest part. That is when Christian tell me, oh yeah, you come here, sure enough, you pass my. That's what you need to be, my boy. Don't waste your mother money on this classical. No. This, don't waste your mother money. Come, I have something for you. And up to this day, Mr. Christian, man, when I go back home, I just always pass there and see him, and stuff like that, and he does, he's always say, hey, you get fat, you're so skinny. Yeah, man, I always thank him, I want the people that know certain things in my life, I always thank them up to this day, because without him, Julie Mate, I don't think I would have been, at the level I would say, although I'm not even close to the level where I want to be. Yeah. But I would not have been to the level I am, because at a young age, I got to understand a lot of knowledge that, people will have to go to school for.
Yeah.
So that they keep me, a little bit advanced. So that was that. And then many other little bands coming in where you have ceramics, you know what I'm saying? So what I do in that is a lot of things I was doing at the time with me doing all of this. Yeah, ceramics, and I sing in the church doing this and that. Me and Bennett have our own little band called Rockers, our own little thing band. So we think in those days we're going to come with the ceramics and this and that and that. And you know, it just become part of one thing with me where, okay, bands right now, I just say, you know what, that's it. School, that's it for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dealing with school no more. High school, that they done. Tell my mother, that's it. She could say what she want. I know she only live listening right now. She could say, I tell her she could say what she want. I don't do music. I don't do school. That's it for me. I ain't doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So start to become heavy into bands and ceramics, you know, and then there's the, you know, ceramics doing a little thing in Portsmouth. And one thing with me, I love my country, Portsmouth. I love my country, Portsmouth.
My country, Portsmouth.
Yeah. They even say that thing far away. But he's don't be Portsmouth, he's in Dominica. But to him now, when he from England, it's so fine. Like, oh, I want something to reach by him. He said that's another country by itself. So I just laugh all the time when you say that. But but yeah, I love my country, man. Portsmouth, you know, where I grew up and everything else, you know, because you start doing something, you have the whole community around you, you know, molding you. When they start to see you uplifting, you know, so that was CK, Serenade, and all those bands they from the south, you know what I'm saying? But Ceramics was our north band. We from the north, and everybody, you know, once the band come out and play, that's what we into, and that is that. If you're from Portsmouth, it's just Ceramics, and that's it, you understand? We all know CK and them was the big bands, and you know, Serenade and X, Y, and Z. So that was from there. So I got cut the journey short. So we go from there, you know, into let me see, Ceramics, and it had 1 year. I was playing, I can't remember the year exact. I was playing Ceramics, and then I got a guy called Carlton Winston. I have to get the name right. Sir Carlton Winston. He's the owner of Serenade Band.
Yeah.
Meet me in Roseau one time. I was coming up Christians at the time. And apparently he had seen me play ceramics somewhere before. And he tell me, he asked me, he said, yo, you the guy that playing this ceramics? I said, yeah. He said, you want a job? I said, you want a job? See, that's my this was my exact thing. Like, I said, you take it up to the wrong man, my boy. So I was getting that right. Them days, you know, getting that right to go home, and I flag down the guy and I jump in the back of the van. He said, yo, we have to talk. And I reach home. I tell my mother, you know, a guy called Carlton Winston. I want to say, yeah, Carlton, yeah, I know Carlton, you know. So I tell my mother, I say, what Carlton? He's a big man. What news? What would Carlton have to tell her like that? I tell her, well, he asked me, you know, if I want a job to whatever. I want to say job. I said to pay him. I want to say, oh, you're not going in that devil band? Why? I want to say, oh, you're not going in that devil band necessarily. No. No, stay in ceramics. Ceramics is good enough. Or you can say while and wasi, or you can stay there. Long run, or you can stay there. Not serenade. Them days they were I 14, and them days I think I 14 or
14. Yeah. Wow.
15 years, 14 or 15 years.
Wow.
And when I say no, in your book, you have to go in your book. You have to go band. X, Y, and Z. Your father, you don't see your father not even there. Your father would have rolled in his grave in you. I said, no, man, daddy, happy for that, man. When I said, nah, your book. One of my mother was always strong on the book. She don't mind it. I think she doesn't want at the time, you know, knowing that she lose my father at a young age, with me being so young.
Yeah.
She doesn't want me following the footsteps. She wants me to get a little something other than just having music, you understand? Although my father is very good in music. But you can't blame her. She always wanted me to X, Y, and Z. So I said, okay.
No, you can't blame her at all. That's what she want the best for her son.
I can't blame her because I have a little brother there now doing the same thing, and trust me, he's the same thing just like me. I doing the same thing. I just feel so ashamed when I tell him go in his book because I never do it. So from there now, Karen, my mate, go up. I think we played Purple Circle that year. Purple Circle, that happened, and then I was in Roseau walking on the bridge, and then Archie Everybody know Archie. That's another story. Coming to
Archie.
Oh, bass man for Serene, you know. So
wicked.
Yes, of course. I come into that. Archie tell me, boy, you's Allli, right? Remember you have a little black cap ass. And I say, yeah. Yeah, I remember your face, man. Carlton spoke to you. I just pull up, I pause again. I say, but coming and play for say, yeah. I say, my mother said she don't want me to join no devil band.
You tell him 90 face?
My mother said she don't want me to join no devil band. I never understood why my mother said it was a devil band. So I come into that. So I say, nah, man. Come, man. So who tell me now? My class have to go, you know. I say, actually, I go in class. And Julie's always on time. Actually, I go in class with Julie. And I come and pick me up by 40. I say, oh, you got my Christians? Yeah, man, that's right there. My class used to finish at 5:30. Yeah. The man picked me up right there, boy. And I go outside, I see Archie Carter. You don't see me, I tremble. Even when I see I trembling, Archie bring me up there. He said, Point Michelle. And that's the first time when I used my Carlty say, well, you know, to make you a business proposition. Now, Carlty talking them kind of big ways to me, guy. I don't know about not the word.
And at the time, you 40 or 50.
Business proposition. What's wrong with this guy? You understand? Like, them words that doesn't even make sense to me. You understand? Yeah, because you know the band and this and that, and right now we need a keyboardist, you know, and you know. I say, Carlty, tell you the real truth. My mother tell me she don't want me to join no devil band. Carlty say, who is your mother? I say, oh, no, don't worry, I'll talk to your mother myself. Yeah. I hear my ears stand up. I say, okay. So at the time, Mac had just come out, like 2001. Mac had just come out. You remember the flat screen, this old Mac?
Yeah.
So the flat screen.
Old G5.
The old G5 that's standing up like that. Yes,
yeah.
Carlty. So Carlty come and...
Well, before the G5.
Before the G5, yeah, Carlty come and Carlty server is a little desktop and Carlty come and take off the green covering on that for me, boy. When I see that, 2 speakers, everything, I say, wow, Carlty said, I need you to run that for me. I say, what's wrong with this guy, man? Yeah, you need to run that and thing. I say, say, well, I know about it, but I teach you how to sequence and this and that, and this and this and whatever else. I say, okay. Now I go home and I tell my mother about it, you know. Yeah. Every time I come class, I point Michelle after. Every time I point Michelle after. You understand? So Archie laid down my foundation right now for me to do studio. And I would say big and bold for everybody to see. Yeah. Archie Adrian Mitchell is the man that get me into this, what I'm doing here right now. Without him, not Carlty give me the opportunity, but Carlty Archie bring me into this.
Got you.
And Archie is who showed me about metronome, you know, and this and that. And those days, it wasn't about, okay, MIDI didn't used to work, well, MIDI was working, but it was go from the motive. Then I was a motive god those days. Sequencing on motive, oh my lord, that's 16 tracks. The things I used to do on them, oh boy, you would not believe. So we used to do the songs, whatever, X, Y, and Z, 16 tracks, and then we would MIDI it into an external MIDI interface. And then, you know those days when you record it, all you see is the MIDI prints, and now you have to go back on there and assign the tones for it to print out as the tone. Correct. Now we can just go on MIDI and just click and not go in through.
Yep.
So Archie boy, big respect to you, you understand what I'm saying? Archie's who get me into this. It was a long process to the point where you start to do background vocals. And I remember now we're doing background vocals, and in like half an hour I could do a whole song, snap it in order, click. Then they still nudge, I pull in. I still hear the songs of Serenade I produce now, and I can hear the background vocals. It looks off right now.
Yeah.
And I just tell, imagine Super Dan Hefner. I can tell, you say Hefner. You remember those days when we used to be pulling, yeah, but the whole day you then pulling the vocal, pulling it. Yeah, it's song good, like, then you give your ears a rest. Then this point, Michelle, I was like, go over there, come back there again. I say, but that thing sounded like X, Y, and Z. All right.
Yeah, because he didn't have the nudge thing back then. Yeah.
And that was Pro Tools 6.
Cleat.
6 going to Pro Tools 7, yes? You know, so Pro Tools 6 going to Pro Tools 7.
Yeah.
So from there, I remember my first gig, this Serenade had a gig. Well, I can't remember. We had a gig. Oh, I lied. We had a gig, Purple Tickle, that first gig.
Mm.
And I go down there. Now, that's in my own hometown, that's Portsmouth there. Now, me in the studio.
Wait, you in your own hometown, yes. And you left your hometown band, and now you're playing with the devil band.
Oh, Lord. I ain't even going there.
Yeah.
I skip. So there are plenty things I skipping, trust me. So from there, we have to play out. And then when I don't know I'm gonna play Serenade and this and all, yeah, but now I understand what my mother said, because when anyway Serenade play, them days Serenade was Serenade.
Yeah.
People and always have some Rasta. Serenade always full of Rasta in their jam for some reason, my boy. And Serenade, if you realize Serenade was a band that full of Rasta, man, if you watch the album cover, full of Rasta, man. Anywhere Serenade play is fight. My mother say, you're not joining the devil band. Everywhere that band play is trouble. That band is trouble.
Yeah.
So they don't have this song at the time. Kick up like a raging ass. Donkey tricks.
Rohi.
Lord, Rohi, oh my Lord. Oh my, let me tell you something. The first time I married a little at the N1, actually at the M1 at the time, and some other cog, I can't remember what. Oh, N264 cog. So the most set on there. I remember the first time I actually bring that boy in the band house and actually tell me, yeah man, that I hear the quality of that accord, that I say what you want. Those little keyboards we have there now and everything else, they might have more clarity. It's like we going back into the drum machine days of you have your 3000 or your 2000 and you know it's 16 bits, but now that 24 bit and 32 bit, you know, it's cleaner.
Yeah.
But the raw song. That's why even when I'm doing like my little productions now, I don't really try to stay on here too much. I just really more go into the old tones, you know, to give you that flavor.
Got you.
That N264 boy, actually pushing his little floppy disk. Actually, yeah, that's why I sequenced that. Actually, play that for me. Yeah, I learned that from there. Man, that day on the beach, and I punch that. If you know you cannot take the roughness, and that you just leave. So it was Lloyd that was singing.
Lloyd, okay.
And that's another, oh my Lord, that's another singer again. That is another topic by himself.
Yo, I remember seeing he coming to New York with Serenade. I know Roy was in the band because I saw Roy maybe a year or two prior to that. But then when I saw him in I forget where we played. But anyway, you know, BQE them, and I think it was the band when the band first come. That's when I first meet Sam too. And boy, his energy level, oh my God. How you used to deal with that?
Brother, I still don't know how I just deal with it. Mister, let me tell you something. It have true singers and man that want to sing and man that trying to sing. But Lloydie is a singer, my boy. Lloydie don't drink, you know. Lloydie remind me of a guy before that never used to drink. But all of a sudden he drinking now. I don't know how he will drink. So I ain't gonna call no them something. I'm not calling no name. Okay. I used to be in a band with a guy before that never. You could not even give him a taste of beer. So he said life. Right now when I come in his house, what you drinking, my boy? I'm not calling his name something. He called him know himself.
Hey, listen, I live in the bushes now. That's why ain't nothing else to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Lloydie don't drink that. Lloydie is a different kind of guy. And Lloydie have the boy voice. And the first time I heard the boy say, "Hey, B, watch me." I couldn't even touch the drum much because the stand leaders days have your monitor. Because Serenade was a band. Let me tell you something, boy. I'm Ceramics. You know, I love myself till it's now. Ceramics is that's it. I die at Ceramics. But Serenade has indulged a lot of things into me, and I will never forget that. When it comes for bandmanship and kind of things there.
Yeah.
Talking about Serenade. Carlty, Stanley, Dangleben, Archie. Trust me, those guys was the core of when I just come. They helped me to be where I am at now, and I always have full respect for them. When I go home, I wish I my best to go and see them and X, Y, and Z. And anything Archie want, Archie know that one thing. As one person, he closes his eyes today or tomorrow, I'll be there. Corona or not.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Big up Archie. Yes. Wicked bass man too, brother. Wicked.
I can't even get on there. The first time I actually played chicken rhythm, 6 o'clock in the morning, mommy waking, actually playing that like it's not that line. I say, Jesus, bro. Up till this day, when we do the little thing last year with Roy was looking out for that. You know, Roy said, if the bass man can play that, then he can play for the job. That line, them boy, the man playing that like it's. You understand? But everybody know now, Archie's sick, the kidneys and everything else. You understand? He's been sick for many years now, but he's still alive. You understand? And that boy just special. That boy just special. Multi-talented, man. You understand?
Yeah. When I see him play, right? He was as you say, he was sick at the time.
Right.
He was sitting down, and he was in the back of the stage, and so we couldn't see him play, right? But you could hear.
Oh,
you could hear. And I think there was sound checking, and he was running the drum machine too.
Oh, well, if you're talking about those days, of course, those days he used to run drum machine and play.
And play. Yes. Yo, so me, Corey, and recipes, millions, we was like, what? Who playing bass? So we looking. So we end up going on the stage. Cause we were sound checking. We was going to sound check after them. So we just went on the stage too. And we see he's sitting back there and the man playing and the drum machine changing, but you ain't seeing his hand move to change it. Yo, it was wicked. He's talented.
Let me tell you something, boy. That boy, let me tell you something. To work with that man there is and just humble, man. Like there's nothing too, and I think that's part of where I just like me right now. See, music is not. Well, it was never a competition for me. It was just me being. I had a fire in me that I want to do so much.
Yes.
Archie had that, and he teach me how to be humble. That's why, like, now certain things don't bother me. Like people will be like, "Oh, Allli, but he doesn't this and that." Archie always tell me my work will speak for itself. You understand? You could go out there, Soapy, and put out, use the biggest DJ and this and that and whatever. Okay. A lot of men that can do like you, but he's the biggest DJ. But okay, but will your name always live on? You understand?
Exactly.
You know, Archie not even there. I mean, I talking about going back almost 20 years. I talking about, and Archie name will still come up in history, and it's not because he does put himself in the front line. It's just the boy just bad.
Bad.
And you can't say nothing
and
about it.
I want to say this because I ain't from Dominica. The only true Dominican person I know, like I could actually call and talk to, is you. But I know Archie. I know his abilities, brother.
Yes, my boy. That boy there. That boy there is trouble. So if we live there, and in Serenade, I'm gonna just compile everything in one. In Serenade, I learned brass, notes. Now, I was very interested in brass, seeing that my father come from Imaji. And I always know about Imaji one time, how Imaji gets so famous because they had 14 horn lines, you understand what I'm saying? 14 men blowing brass.
Wow.
I never really get to see it, but I hear about it all the time, you understand what I'm saying? And okay, you understand? I say, and then I get the little stories from my auntie Ruby, Ruby Hyacinth in Miami right there. Every time my father come up, States, she will come by him. So she know, right now I have some people molded around me, see, for many years that just give me, little chooks on here and here. And I try to put everything in one.
Yeah.
So Archie and Carlty and Dangleben teach me brass. How to, because I used to make brass for Serenade and do something. And Carlty said, that's not practical. That is the word he does use. That's not practical, brass comrade. Who's gonna play that? Who's playing that? They say, you crazy, Kassam could play that. Kassam. Serenade not playing that.
Take it to Kassam then.
Take that to Kassam. And you know that Kassam don't play that speed. Kassam don't play at those kind of speed there. No. We are playing that. That one time I think we are doing some body work. So I saw have body work. So I saw have other brass at first. You can't hear that. Down in studio already, Carty. Clean off his horn, his flugel. Then he bring a flugel horn. So Carty just blow high trumpet and flugel horn. Yeah. 2 different ranges, 2 different lines. So I say, Carty watching me now. Carty going flugel and high trumpet. Sometimes you might see the trumpet on the side. Certain songs, he'll have it there, and then he'll put it down. That means he used to play 2. Dangle Ben blowing trombone, which is the bottom part, and he doing the half harmony. So Carty now come and hear the brass and Carty say, "Comrade, who playing that?"
Wait, call you comrade? Comrade?
Yes, that's his word, comrade. Yeah, he just call me comrade. Comrade, I'm not playing that. No. Anybody in Point Michel or La Pointe, we just call it La Pointe on that live right now, they will tell you, oh, look, I see on the live a guy called Simone. Simone is actually the keyboard man for Serenade now.
Okay, big up.
Yeah, Simone, big up yourself, my boy. Simone is actually the keyboard man for Serenade now. You understand? Simone will tell you. Look at Simone saying he's still like that. Yeah, you make a brass part, can't you tell the comrade that's not practical? I'm not playing that. So then I learn now to do things like put a little line between for your keyboard. Give it a little space to breathe.
Exactly.
Just like saying in a Millennium Train. So, all right. Okay. So Carty show me, and then I don't know how to write horn scores from there and this and that, and them guys say they have a folder that big so of every song they play in their life. No. And they have everything, my boy. Everything inside it. So I gotta tell you, in Serenade now I learned a lot of things through Serenade, through Archie, through Carty, Dangle Ben, you know what I'm saying? Stanley comes with the mixing part when come for that. Then there's his drum machine days. So Stanley now is another one again that you have to give his full respect. I don't see no engineer come like that from, I don't care what nobody say. Not in Dominica. Carty, Stanley used to tell you want the cowbell and the shaker on the left hand side. On that, you know them days you can do 8 outs.
Yeah.
In your drum machine. Stanley want the cowbell and shaker right there. No matter if you don't see that jam stopping you, he's stopping the jam until you come and move it. No, he used to have certain lines, and then those days you load in your diskette. When you used to have not the one where we used to have the floppy inside, the one where we had the external disc soapy. So your blue little disc on top.
Yeah, USB J.
If you see the pins and then you put that in the bag wrong and the pins go together, that doesn't load at all.
Exactly, that done.
Then that done. So we used to move from what's the word? I'm trying to get it right. Them days when you load your drum machine, you're moving from one APS. One APS to our next. Now certain APS, I never used to save the cowbell and thing on one side. So I used to go, what I doing while Lloyd there. One, get ready. Lloyd, okay. Oh, you ready? Okay. Go there, but I know Stanley, because Stanley does be mixing and he have his mic in the back.
Gotcha.
Stanley will out that jam and fix that. He used to talk to me through my monitor. He said, fix that. Can't get the cowbell, can't get the shaker. And that cowbell and shaker was a serious thing inside. In the mirror saying, stop. Even though that's not Serenade. That's not Serenade, my boy.
Yeah.
Stanley always want that on the left. I remember always put the cowbell and the shaker on the left. Anything else could go anywhere. You okay, one of them, but that cowbell and shaker, you need that. And the floor tom turn that boom, doom. Every song was going to have that in the bottom. So we come and while Lloyd doing whatever, I'll go there and spin, move pan that left, pan that right. And I always forgetting. One thing, I always forgetting to save whatever. And Stanley used to stop jam for that, my boy. Yeah, fix that. Yeah. So Serenade was serious, you have to be on your game, because when them guys was already older. But first they were like my father. Everybody know Carty to be like my father.
Mm.
You understand? Because I coming deep in mini band so young, I was a young boy still. I just stay by him, everything X, Y, and Z. It's like I raise up. I know two communities very well. It's Portsmouth and Lapwet. So I say, anyone know me, feel like I raised Lapwet. Everybody just think that Carl is my father. And I still consider him to be my father because my father died how long ago? 93, 94. And then you have Carl now picking me up at such a young age.
Yeah.
And molding me into what I do now. It's just, it just, that's it. And then Carl used to go New York, and do his little thing, X, Y, and Z, his little shopping and come back. And then he leaving me alone in the house. Yeah. So now I feel like a big man now because now Carl give me the card. Yeah, man, fix this with a penny light. Do this, do that. So Carl raised me into being a man, you know what I'm saying? As to responsibility, doing this, doing that, and just leave me free evolve. So that's another man again. Carl and Archie is two guys. Well, everybody know Carl is my father, I'll be there regardless. Yeah. But I have to give them the big respect as to me being who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once I go back home, I must check on them guys. So that's my little serenade part. I have 20 things in serenade that I can go on and on, but it lies a journey.
But I gotta tell you this, you ain't telling us like, I know the rivalry between WCK and Serenade was heavy. So how was that? How you dealt with that?
Well, tell you the real truth, in those days then, I was already a Serenade fan. I like WCK. I like WCK per se, but Serenade was, maybe that's why I fit so well in Serenade, because that's where my heart was. Mm-hmm. Serenade, I was always into bass. Like Serenade had certain things about it that I just like rough up the session and all them things. 6 o'clock in the morning and Serenade had certain songs that I just like. And just being in the band just make me just feel like that's where I belong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. TK was more drum machine. Serenade you have to be a player. You cannot Serenade is not a drum machine band. TK is a drum machine band.
Got you.
If you listen to CK properly, listen to Train. Train is a rhythm box.
It's a rhythm song.
Yes, most of CK songs is if you go back to when Connor used to make, everywhere that you go, that little medley, those songs, those back in the days, they had, plenty, music in it that you could play. But even that's me now in my CK days, if I say CK I love, is back then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love that era of CK because I was more of I would say, and I just tell people that a keyboard man to me is, maybe because that's how I grew up and that's my era. If you don't have your keyboard in front of you, sit and I can watch you switch your brass and do your thing below, and you ain't no keyboard man. You come there with one thing, one little synthesizer and everything inside there. Don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now we have evolved, so it's different. But I know.
So when Serenade play against CK, why you like? Was you in the band when they used to play against each other? Like
no, those kind of rivalry there was 95, 96, 97. That was before me. You know what I'm saying? That was the old school Serenade. And when I come in Serenade, the band was already changing around and it had newer members. Like I say, Roy left. You had Lloydie. Yeah. You had way, newer members as in drummer. You didn't have the old school drummer like before Bashi and them and all those other guys. So it had already done change up already, but the fire was still there because you had core members there. Gotcha. You understand? Yeah. So the whole CK right now, Ulson was in CK, and because you come from a raw rhythm, and mostly it's like I was playing against my friends. Gotcha. So it wasn't really no big rival. I mean, if you make a good album, you make a good album. And those days, you have to put 12 to 16 songs on an album.
Heck yeah.
You do not know when man come in and do, singles. And you must have a medley. A medley must is a must. You understand? So when I look at it, it's like those days, it's still part of old school, but that CK and Serenade, the war back and forth, I wasn't there for that. That there was a little bit for my time.
Got you.
When I come in Serenade, everything was changing already, and things was, just already starting to form a line and go into X, Y. You could even know because our style of programming then was different. Serenade, it's starting to get a little more drum machine now, than anything else. Like a rhythm box rhythm. Serenade had a rhythm, but Serenade rhythm was very limited.
Yeah.
Not Serenade, you have to be able, because Eric Badwell at the time was playing, and Yeah. Everything was in line. Everything was in line. So Serenade, if you cannot play keyboard, you can't play up to this day. You can't play. If you can't play keyboard, you can't win Serenade. Because you cannot play Serenade in one keyboard.
Got you.
Unless you really are signing 16. I mean, I used to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you really ask, but I used to help Carlty them certain times. Like, let's say if they're missing a horn man, I used to help them. I used to play Ranger. I used to play Ranger band. He was his son. He was the son of one of the original members of Serenade, Ras Ozzy.
Okay.
You never hear some Ras Ozzy, shake your locks.
Yes.
So Ranger band was his son. Ranger band was blowing sax.
Okay.
So that's why I tell you, I learned the whole brass system. I learned it from I learned that little piece from everybody. So when Ranger band not there, or even when he there, so then he there, Carlty blow high trumpet, and I would put on a frugal tone on my keyboard. So I would play like I used to brass that harmony on my keyboard. So then the band sing like a full band and then switch back. Because then there's, well, you can still do it now on your motif. You can assign 16 tones, and I already know where everything is. Boom, boom, boom. So I have one keyboard now,
split up,
but I have 16 tones set up, and everything does there. You understand? So like my drum machine now on the top. Them days I have stopped liking to put my drum machine on the side. Yeah. Because I started using one drum machine now, and all the APS and it was in there. They just know you have to wait 5 minutes and talk for me to change to the next APS. That's it. And that's it. You understand? So that was that.
So with Serenade, after Serenade, and you basically did your time there and build up the band, help build the band. Like what was in your mind? What was you had a plan to move on, or it just happened?
To tell you, at the time, I always, when I started getting heavier into the producing part, Calypso, part era on a dual song. My first Calypso I did was Tete on Belly, and then because Cornell used to carry most of the workload when it comes for mass camp. At the time, Cornell Philip for WCK, and I guess he maybe had plenty. I can't remember if he had plenty work at the time or something. So whatever was going on, and then Pat decided, well, let me try out this guy. Because Carl, he told him, hey, I have a young guy there from Portsmouth, that X, Y, and Z and so on. So Pat said, okay. And Pat come there, and Pat come with his little guitar. Another humble guy again up to this day. The man have 1 million crowns, but if you see him, you will never know his Pat era. Yeah. And he's who write for Dice and all them songs, all them crowns Dice have. So Pat is the man.
Okay, big up.
Yeah, man. Pat come with his little his guitar and a little recorder, boom, a little cassette recorder. And Pat played that. I said, yeah, because he was them days he was more in New York. He used to reside in New York, so that's where he used to do his thing up here and then come on with it. Just integrate that. I sit down and listen to it. Say, all right, let me make that thing for that. And I put it in pong 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 play Tete on Belly. Cause destruction in Dominica. We didn't win that year. But that I think he take road match. Yeah. So he again maybe take road match or so by there. So that's my first project over there, and then from since
So you got a road match early?
Yeah.
How old you was at that time?
For Tete on Belly out. Let me see. Tete on Belly. Tete on 2000. Maybe 16, 15 or 16.
Right.
Somewhere around there.
Wicked.
Yeah, because 15 or 16. Like I said, so much things was going on at the time.
Yeah.
It happened one by one. Like some people have a journey where 2 years there was then and that happened. Me, no, everything was happening so fast.
Got you.
Because Serenade was already established. And Carl Tilly up with Pat. We do that. And then Pat had to bring more songs and all kind of guys. And so I guess, whatever Cornell couldn't handle, I was doing it, you understand? So Pat was sending my little songs my way and stuff like that. I remember certain songs to Cornell was even mixing it. When we finished doing it, Cornell will mix it for us and X, Y, and Z, you understand? Because Cornell.
Yeah.
Things, you understand?
Yep.
So he would do that, and then that was the college super town, that come there and exercise. Remember, they had mass camp. That mass camp, I never know that camp, but I remember that year, me and Cornell was sharing the stage. I play my songs, he do his songs. And we play on one tricky board, we play one, so we set up everything in there. And man, so Cornell, I remember that year Cornell was so tired, Cornell was laying down by the side of the stage. Because to do all those songs and then mix it and then he still have to be up, doing rehearsals and this and that. So it was good for him that the fact that he don't have to stand up there and play everything. So I played my songs, my share songs. He played his share songs that he do for the year. It was a nice year, you understand? And a nice little collab working with him too and stuff, Yeah. So that was that they're passing to that. And then, like you say, what made me, if I was thinking about it, really actually when I was in Serenade, I had everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see I just see what I was trying to do. And back then, jam was jam, still jam. Like when we go and play somewhere, Ram, Sid, Ram. I have some old videos that my boy Ram, when you move to the left, tent, people, whatever you have in your hand, you could be sitting down there on that chair, it moving. Those days, and this is like the banners that you say, can't play donkey tricks, boy, fight. Yeah. And I say, kick up like a rage, what? My man, boy, kick on in your chest, all kind of thing, boy. And then I like that. Why? If I man punching man, boy, you mad fell punching man in the face. I say, boy, that's what my mother said, don't go in that band, that band.
The devil band.
Yes, yes, my boy. That's one thing I'm happy. I come into this early, so I could have, like, some people they're doing music now, but they never had that chance of seeing, like, okay,
the aggressive side, yeah.
For me, you go a Serenade jam, when you finish in Serenade, you go home. You can't go work next day. You go home. You can't go home next day. And that's what stand near that thing where kill them, mash them up. They're not living there. That's it. When you can grab those two, that's it. Shirt gone, this gone, wiper. Oh, don't talk about wiper. Do the wiper? Oh my God. So instill that thing into me, and Archie was stronger then, still. And then you get to the point where Archie started to get a little lower. So when you see Archie start taking that chair and sit down, so he stand up a little bit and then he'll sit down. But that hand sit,
wicked.
And doing his backup vocals and everything else too. So that was that trend. And then I got a mysterious call one day. And to be exact, it was a guy called Val Coffee. He's the I don't know if he's still doing it, but he was the chairman for Creole Festival.
Yeah.
In Dominica. He was running things. And he tell me, listen, I have somebody in Barbados that's looking for a young man that have no, what's the word? But them guys just use some kind of big words, man. I could not even. But he basically, what he's saying is that have no responsibility, no family, basically, like you have to live because your child mother with you, this and that. No.
Somebody fully committed to music.
Yes. So I say, I say, okay, all right. I listen to it, I say, Bobby, you have to play soca and this and that. And I mean, you play all of song. Okay. Why not? Say, okay, I put you in contact with the person. My guy called Wayne McLaurin's called me and stuff like that. And tell me, yeah, take it, man, take it. Now, them days I was in between bands. I still have my ceramics running, you know what I'm saying? This, that, still doing my ceramics, still doing a little bit of Serenade and stuff like that. Because Serenade was playing all the time. Serenade was really playing more.
Yeah.
Ceramics, we play for Juve, we play for this and that. I remember the last couple of years, we did not play, well, Serenade played the last time on the road. That's where Hefner came in. Yeah, Serenade played on the road.
Super Dan.
Super Dan. Yeah, Super Dan. That's another man that's been with me a long time,
Yeah.
We have at least 15 years playing together. And he in New York. Yeah, we've been together for a long time.
Big up Hefner, big up.
Yeah. Hefner been there a long time. That's why me and him musically with us inseparable, because we basically know how things just work, and that's where we form into Ranger Band. But Ranger Band is all the way down. We come into that.
Yeah.
But Hefner at the time joined Serenade after Lloydie. Well, Lloydie sing, but Lloydie had to take a break. And then it was Hefner now. I remember when Hefner come there, because we couldn't play certain songs. And there's a certain jam we had to play. When we had to play, boy, I think it's Scott Said. We had to play Scott Said. And certain songs we could play because we had one or two other new singers, but we couldn't push the band how we want to. And for some reason, a partner called Bambi bring Hefner there. Hefner used to play in a little band called Connection back in the days. And I mean Hefner there, like there, you know, putting the little things together. And I hear Hefner in the back, man. There, I see so much posse inside that fact. And then I hear the voice, man. Move, Millennium Channel. We just do a little thing we just
Hefner got an aggressive voice, naturally.
Yeah, man. So then I move and I switch to our next song. On a big second, like then I go. On a big sexy guy. I see him. I say, what? Now Sid, this is what killed me, right? Let me tell you where I prove Hefner. What the only reach that part. Come on my session. When I see Hefner hit that under the mango tree, I said, no. Hefner, what are you doing tonight? I said, nah, Paul Canty, it's a Canty change of plans. I said, boy, we have one inside there. Call Archie. Archie said, okay. Archie said, okay, we're running by Archie. What about you? Sure, run by Archie. I said, all right, run Archie. Archie said, yeah, man. Archie said, I know him from Korea. Yeah, I know him. I said, Archie, come in the studio. Archie was home. Archie, come over there. We run there. Archie said, brother, how much songs you know? Archie voice so solid. Archie said, brother, how much songs you know? Hefner say, I know everything. I say, yeah. I say, you know this one? So I go, hey, yeah. When I have to sing that, I say, what? Rough like an Indian. Hey! I say, huh? All right. Right now, I say, after then they say, we have our song list. Yeah. Sit down there, boy. And I call me and I start putting things together. I say, yeah. That year when we play, I can remember, I don't know if it's at that gig. I think Hefner must have bathed that. We don't always have that little joke. Hefner could not even go home. Hefner bathed right there by County. We have to go on play night. Have my shirt, which is still, it's just the other day I take it. From all the 16 years before, the man have my shirt.
So you and Hefner was skinny like hell back then.
Oh, don't talk about that. I didn't want to put a picture of him. Me and him was looking like we need to eat. Me and him looking like we was need to eat. But the music moment, just with the musical part of it, yeah. But boy, we was inseparable, boy. Remember that year we come
So you didn't know Hefner prior to that gig?
No, I know Hefner. Yeah, I know Hefner. You understand? It's been Connection. But the Connection was another band. I'm going to come from Korea. Like I say, we all know each other, but I didn't know Hefner. And I know Hefner to be like a bass man. Back then, Hefner was a bass man.
Got you, yeah.
So I didn't know Hefner knew serenade songs that well. But I know Korea is a serenade place. Certain communities is CK, and you know what I'm saying? That's what we was divided. Yeah. Postmore is serenade, but serenade made them impossible. Papa was serenade. I can't tell them I'm not training Postmore. I tell you more than man is being possible. You know what I'm saying? So Korea is a place serenade always there. Serenade mashing up the penitentiary, Makalulu, all them guys and them on
Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, you understand? Yeah. So when I talk this side, boy, you know them thing, I say, boy, can't see. Because I want to change the thing of how am I going to bring back Lloydie for that job? But Mr. Lloydie, I don't do that. I play no more. So I say, okay, all right. Now, leave from there. And Hefner come the gig the night, my boy. Start them and searching I know. Just to see, sing them, girl, I got this feeling, yeah, man. Leave from there, go into a reunion jam and play all them things, man. Until people say, everybody inside the ramp. And we finish play. You know, I think that was the first jam. Finish play. Yeah. See Hefner take out his shirt in them, and them days, Hefner used to go up on speaker and jump down and split. Listen to that hit, boy. See that hit there. Oh Lord. Yeah, too much hit inside them, boy. Boy, them days they have nice to go up on speaker and jump down and split and back tumble and do all kind of thing. And I say, yo, can't you watch me? Can't you say yes? Now the boy, and now the energy is like was like right there. Like I couldn't really actually at the time. There was no difference because Hefner had that same, but it's all because of he too had loved the band so much that he get the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just let's go. Anything but see sometimes let's go. So they used to have 3 gigs, 4 gigs, see. Sometimes back to back. And if we buy a river, it's blue soap, there we bathing, you know. Bathe, and yeah, because we have to go up, set up, you know, so they have their own cellular system. So suddenly bringing 36 bottoms, 24 tops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but you mad, man. Serenade is the musical beast of the nation, you know. Ain't nobody have a power and Serenade, my boy. Never. Maybe now, or not back then. Trust me. And Serenade play, the neighbors say, bring it down. Bring it down.
Yeah.
The roof, all kind of things shaky. You understand what I'm saying? So we play, it's too, and now that's just little things we go through, and you understand, like me and him got to we even if we came a little late into Serenade, but we get to experience all of that old school, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing where boy I could never get big in Serenade.
Yeah.
The way Serenade, what? So the way Carti used to have them gigs coming and boy, you crazy man, Carti don't have a gig no more, but always have a gig, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we working out every night, we rap, we do our thing, and sometimes have to work by CIS, when after finish work, after coming up, and from work, lunchtime, have to buy me, do it, we sequence it. When he finish work, he buy me. Have to leave in here after 12 minutes to 2 in the morning, go work for 8, and every day sit. The studio I doing all day. I have a little mattress in the studio, I sleep in right there. I don't get up. When you lock the door, I there. When you get up, I there. If you come back, I there.
Yeah, that's why when you come in by the studio, you come in 12. When you come in by me, you come in 12, 1 o'clock.
Oh, you see. What is true, though? I just never come by you early, you know, my boy.
Never.
Sure. That is them things that's why people say, oh, Allli is a night person, but Serenade make me like that. Bro, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I up. Them days putting on Frampton, may so rest in peace, making noise. Because I have that studio thing coming out and that music, they're loud outside. We have to finish our album. And Carti getting everything printed and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And the man, they're going horns. And just, listen, man. Those days, man, see, I even feeling emotional now, man. I saying that there, I feel that crowd, my boy.
Yeah.
Them days, boy, yeah. Let me tell you, it's just.
So let me ask you. So what happened when the guy called you then? We never went through that. When the guy called you for Barbados.
Call me, man, and that Serenade, they just hit me, give me a Serenade, just give me a touch there, boy. I shiver, they just talking about that.
I understand.
I reach, get that call, man, and then I decide, we just tough, you know, again. I say, go Barbados. And I leave in everything I have, go Barbados. Okay. Just like. So
the proposition was to go Barbados to live right away?
Well, no, to try.
Okay.
They wanted a keyboard man for a band.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, let me just come. I said, let me go and try it. I lie. I didn't say, let me go and try it. And I got a week or 2 pass after. And then I get another call again and say, yo, what you doing? I said, leave. And then I talk to Carti. And Carti tell me, comrade, he's a young man, you know. I'm not going to hold you into Serenade all your life. Serenade make it time. You have to. Carti too. Carti did music. Carti still live in Barbados at one point, so he did music classes and things down there. That's where he don't go horns. So that's part of Carti history. So that's another thing I have to think of Carti again. Carti tell me, nah, man, the opportunity there, seize it. Go and see what it is about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, sorry to cut you off. Your boy Stiba here saying about if you need tissue.
Tell Stiba yes. Tell Steve I need some tissue for real, my boy. Yeah, Steve, I get a little emotional, my boy. Yeah, I just remember that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Carti, let me try it out, and then Sanzi. Go back to my mother again. And that mommy's boy.
Yeah.
Mommy man, what tell me. Barbados. Leave Dominica. I must, okay. I can't remember if she really had something to say about it, but I said, okay, you know what, at the time, let me go and try. And then I get in contact with the manager.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked me to build something for somebody. And it was that song. I can't remember. It was actually not that time when we had to when Blacks had you dirty pants, dirty, you dirty show. Like going on in 2005, 2006, eh?
Yeah. Down 2004.
I think on the motive I did some, what do you call it? Some percussion or something. And he told me, what? He said, you could build percussion like that? I said, yeah, man. He said, just say the word. Say the word. And you're coming down. I said, all
Wait,
right.
so the percussion you built was for that song? For the Black song?
Yeah, if my memory serves me right, it was something because I had something to do with that whole you dirty pants. That I can't remember where exactly that came in. I just can't pinpoint where. But that manager of mine, had all the links.
Got you.
Of certain things. But I think as I talk in there now, it will flow, so I remember.
Got you.
I know I did a percussion for him for a song at the time. And then he bring me over. He said, okay, he said, I'm going to go. So I pack in a little bag. X, Y, and Z, bam. Now, I think it was joking. I think I was joking.
Yeah.
So I leave, I go over there, I sit, go and most another man I have to call now. We was in the production section now, initial part, the serenade and call to them. And now that's a different era now I go into now. Rich Barbados, I remember Ryan picked me up, that was the bass man for the band. I was brought down there to play for a band called Jabi, the band.
Jabi, yeah.
Yes.
Jabi was what kind of band that was?
Jabi was, now I would say we was a cover band.
Got you.
What you going to overprice? We'll pay for it on that price. So we was basically, we had singers, but my manager at the time, which is big respect to him, is another story in my life again, Dwayne Grosset from Barbados. When he organized the band in a way, like the way he put the band to go to another level was, we had frontline singers, but people like, okay, Sinel Depster with When the River Come Marching Down.
Yeah.
She have a gig, of course we playing for it.
Yeah.
So when you look, our fans become your fans and we get into the world like a half an hour set. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
it was nothing about, it's all about you. No. You build in, and that's how we build the band. I never understood, because to me it was just gigs.
Yeah. You was young. You was young too, right? What time you? How old you end up there?
I want to talk about that. So when I go in Barbados is about 17, maybe going on 18.
Yeah, so you're a young man, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. See, that was not on my mind. I think it was gig and play. All I want to do is play. Play.
Yeah.
If I get paid, I don't get paid. Play.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
you're young.
I don't have much responsibility at the time, and I wasn't really worried about them things. So, leave from there now, and I go Barbados, and reach there. Everything different. The air different. The water different. I can't even drink water from the pipe. Nothing. Yes, boy. Everything different. So I just boy, what I put myself into here. What I put myself into. So, okay. And I go there, and man have everything, my boy. Just there. Keyboard out. I didn't need anything. That was just a different score in life.
Yeah. So a quick question. I see Falcon had. That's a good question. They hire you as a keyboardist or they hire you to produce songs?
No.
Both.
They hire me as a keyboardist.
Okay.
But for some reason, and I'm gonna get to that. There was a guy, but I won't get to that. But the production part come off it because he just questioned it. Because he too had his own motive. I didn't know my manager had his own motive. Yeah. So he now is looking for a keyboard man, but also, what is the sense of at the time bringing somebody that can produce when he would have to go and pay so much money or X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like X, Y, and Z. That wasn't making sense. And at the time to remember, Rupee was running at the time. Cornell was in Rupee.
Yeah.
So when you hear a Dominican now, oh yeah, a Dominican, oh wow, okay. Okay. Because I guess the word come out that Dominicans, they can play and they can build and this and that. So I think that was maybe the word. So I got through with it, went over there, and then everything was different. Now I was building my little reading box and thing. Okay, good, I was good on reading box. And they start bringing little songs, for us to practice and this and that. First of all, I couldn't understand the accent.
Yeah.
So that did take me a while. And I be home practicing. The keyboard part of it wasn't my problem. My biggest problem in Barbados was we are accustomed with reading box and we just punch it and go. Barbados, I had to have, and I don't even know if I have a picture that day, but I still have one or two keyboard, but I still have 3 drum machine at the time. I still have a 404, a 808, and an Excel. I never used to MIDI them, but different patterns, that was it, and that's how sampling, that's how I say, we come from an era to our next era. Sampling, some guys will not even know about that, but Soapy, we know about them things because I used to build all the patterns on the Excel. And then everything else changed to the 404 and the 808 because now we have to start punching backup vocals. See, they never punch backup vocals in my life.
Yeah, 808 Roland, right?
Oh my Lord, I love that drum machine.
That was probably one of the first sampling boxes, one of.
And the 808 kick was serious too, it still is. 808, the actual kick from that 808, a lot of man use that to cause destruction, you understand?
Oh yeah.
So I used that, I reached there and Tito, the band member was Tito Ellis, you had Ryan, Stephen, Corey, and let me see where I'm. Oh yeah, Barry Chandler and Bruce Chandler, which was twins. Okay. And they were the front, they were the headlines. Okay. So that band was just, boy, I don't even know. It's a bunch of young men again, and the rush. So I come from Dominica, I have a bunch of rush, and I come Barbados with a bunch. No, they knew their little style of playing already, and you know what they wanted. Me now, I just thought I just coming to play keys. But apparently they wanted a little more from me. Now I know how to prove myself. So my first couple of months in Barbados was to prove myself to our next level. And I ain't gonna tell you it was easy, see, that was the hardest. I don't want them, I said going back. Because my first show I did, I would never forget that, was a cavalcade. Something they call cavalcades, where you playing and it's for free. So you have plenty of people coming out to watch the artist and for free in a big grounds. Yeah. That night they're saying, now the 808, is A, B, C, D, whatever, and then you have to remember where all the backup vocals be on what pad, in what sequence.
So every time I play, you would have to do the backup vocals as well, as well as running the drum machine.
Yes, and as well as playing leads.
Right, that's I never hear nobody do that. That's a first for me.
Yes, my boy. So I run in drum machine. My 808 always in the front because it's easier. I can change like this. Well, so I can play any hand. You understand? The 808 always on the top because when I play in here, I can punch. Like, okay, let's say we playing. Let me see a song we're playing. Okay. We had a song called We Deo. We had a song called We Deo. We Deo, take up your hand, We Deo. So I wanted to mash it up, make it up, lick it up, back. Bro, you cut in the vocals to the exact like We Deo. You know if you hit that. No, another thing is on the XL, you have to have it at the exact tempo it is than when the back vocals is sampled. So if the back vocals sampled in 120, you can't have your drum machine at 130. Because the vocals not going to fall in time.
It ain't gonna sync.
Exactly. So that's when you put your drum machine on mass, not on sequence. Is it mass? Correct. Which one you put it on, sequence or mass? One of them does.
No, sequence. Yeah, because mass is a following type thing.
Right. So mass follow every other thing, and then sequence will stick to whatever you leave it on. Right.
Correct.
So if you're doing a song, whatever song you're doing, that they have to stay on 120. You know the back vocals is 120, and that's it. So when you put that there, you're playing whatever you play. Lauren, you better wake up and say, Lauren, no riot. Yeah, my man, that couple seconds. That couple seconds, Sid. If you miss that, forget bye-bye, forget about it. Don't even think about playing that back of vocals again. And
you see, this is why this interview is good, because I know you for what, maybe 10, 15 years now, and me and you never had this conversation. I never knew that. That's crazy. Yeah. That is crazy. That's a lot of work, brother.
Bro, listen to me. I work hard in Barbados to get what I get now. Double, watch me. Barbados, Serenade mold me, but Barbados make me a soldier, my boy.
Wow.
Soldier. Because I come there and then put all of me equipment. First of all, I had to learn it. I never had 808 and 404 before. I had to learn it. So this slow parts was good. Is when it comes to pace.
Heck yeah.
Pace now, you have to remember, is the drum machine, is the pattern on the drum machine, or is it on the 808?
For real.
And like I said, remember you switching from ABC, right? Is 808 is what? 16 pads? 16?
Yes,
16?
Yes, 16.
16 A, B, C, D, E, right? Now, if B and pad 1 is where you have so I used to have it there, and then I press I'm done there, you know. Is it done here? When you press it, you press the bang, and then you press hold or whatever it is, you press hold on it.
Yes,
hold.
Yes.
Right. You press hold on it, and then I put in it there. Well, Corey used to do it at the time. A guy called Corey used to do it because Corey had the program. Because 808 is a program. When you hook it up, you come with a program, and then you take the backup vocals, you chop them, and then you push them on the pads you wanted.
Gotcha.
Now, Mr. Corey never used to tell me where he put in what. He doesn't put it on there.
Yeah.
So I have to learn it how Corey have it. So what he used to do most of the time was put the beats on like one, like use the bottom sections for the beats, and then the back vocals will be on the pads on the top.
Yeah.
So I play flames. Right? And that's how we do it extra, but that comes to that. So we have so it starts everybody put your hands up. Flames, light up on it. Flames, you know what I mean? Flames, rise up. Before you call it, boy, let me tell you. Oh my God, I do that right now, and that's why I could never get weight. I could never get weight. Yo. So free, I could never get weight in that band, my boy, because that band, your mind. I was always hungry, you know, your mind going so much. See, when I play a game with that band, I tired.
Yeah, you ain't got a minute to think when you're playing. So imagine somebody walk up to you talking to you when you're playing in that band. That you would mess that whole band up.
I didn't listen to listen to me. I was an entourage by myself, you know. I didn't listen to nobody in that band, boy. Not in the first set, Lord Macchio. Not when I just started, because you have to understand, I come where I just put in a drum machine and turn my back and I play and all kind of thing. And that's it. So, you know, when I'm ready to change, I will change.
Correct.
Barbados, the set you practice is that you play, not even an if off, not that man, the singer doesn't say low unless he do it in practice. So in Barbados was discipline. And those first couple of months,
your boy Stickle say you hot in your head with all the shit you had to do.
Tell Stickle, boy. Stickle, I have a card for you, but I'm going to tell you about that card later. You understand? I have a red card for him for a woman picture he put up of himself, but don't worry. Yeah, but I tell you, Stickle, man, them days there was a tough time, and that was my first 3 months there. I'd go there on trial just before crop over, just before crop over. They bring me there just in time, just to season me inside there. And that they said, the first month, I tell Dwayne, I said, Dwayne, I can't do it no more. The first gig, second gig, first gig was a disaster. Oh, don't talk about that. I don't have first gig, and my Tito playing drums. Tito, so don't press the back of vocals. Don't even press it. Just play pattern.
Yeah.
I go over there and I barely touch my keyboard because I concentrated on the drum machine so much. Lead pads passing, I never played it. It was a disaster. Go home and then, man, the men start complaining. I remember, you know, Barry start complaining.
Mm.
You bring a man from Dominica, X, Y, and Z, and he can't this and that, blah, blah, this and that, call Blair, and yeah, and it start going on, boys.
What?
What's going on here? Look, I go into problems, boy. I call my mother, I say, Mommy, I'm coming back home. And when I say, what happened? I say, boy, that's not working out.
I bet she was like, hell no, right?
No,
yeah.
Because I know, well, other than that, it was a raising. Well, money was one thing, whereas you start going into a different thing of music where everything was budget. Like everything was like, I didn't live nothing in Barbados. I mean, one apartment, everything like it was contracts, everything pay off rent, this, that. I never had a problem when it come for that. You understand?
Yeah.
The problem was the musical part of it to learn their way, their style. You understand what I'm saying? And
gotcha. Yeah, because it was something brand new to you.
That there was not even brand, that there was too brand new, my boy. You never did anything there. You know, it's look easy to have the look drum machine in front of you, but it was not easy. So I watch, I say, then I go, I sit down, I tell Tito, man, the drummer. I say, Tito, I don't do this, you know. He told me, nah, man, you have the thing. Now, building percussion, I was always good at that. So the man adore me for that. Because Dominica, we have so much thing in our music. From the building little Bajan thing there, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Because those days was you building back what you hear. Now people just send you rhythm and you just put it and you song exact. You know, those days, you come out with a song, you have to build back that percussion, my boy. You have to build that back. Oh, is that still for not doing that? Yeah. Oh, what voice is that? Oh, the choir. Oh, okay, the Tarzan. Okay, the Tarzan. That's what it is. Now, Barbados don't have all that. So that was nothing for me because Barbados don't have all those voices and things like that. All Barbados have is you just have to learn how to, you know, mix the floor tom with certain to give it the weight. The weight. Barbados was about percussion and weight. If you listen to soca itself, soca whoever producing soca is percussion you hearing in there mostly. You don't hear no
no voices, nothing.
No, that's us. That's us that does do them things, but them man don't do them things, you understand? If you really see a soca song doing that now, it's because we do it, or you have to know somebody from the small islands that do it. You understand?
Exactly.
So come from that part, sit down, sit down, you don't talk to me. I mean, nah, man. I tell you could do it, man. No, it's gonna be hard, but you could do it. So I sit down. And I say, all right, my boy. See, I don't lie for you. A whole month, I don't go outside. You know, the man is to, those guys used to come over there, meet me there, 8 o'clock in the morning, and keyboard. Come there 12 o'clock in the night, and keyboard. Come there 3 o'clock in the morning, and keyboard. Come there 6 o'clock in the morning, and keyboard. Sit down. I remember I still have what's the second motive that come out at the time, and the ES. On the ES, and then I sit down, and I wish I had some pics there, but I wish I could download them. But you have it like that, and then I put I sit down on the floor on the rug, and I put everything in a sequence of how I used to play.
Yeah.
And imagine myself now playing, because we had a live we had do, so I used to go back. I could play back with the live because everything is exact tempo.
Yeah.
So I come there and I press this and press that and come in and I say, all right, cool. One day the man come by me, man, and Tito say, how you looking? I say, Tito, I'm ready for you. See, it come to the point where I start to play balance batty, accordion, come and stroke back. They're the only thing they used to put.
Yeah.
Right, come there. Start to play little thing, and we start Griner had some songs. Griner had this Whoopati la 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 and play. It's an old school song you had with road match with Griner.
Yeah.
Fuck up over and yeah, a ding ding ding. No, that song used to pick because the off is that song is a cut time.
Yeah.
It's like 1 2. No, it's not. I think it's like 1 2 3 4.
I think like a little hesitation.
Yes. The man Corey was wicked. Corey caught that on the 4. Corey caught that on the 2. So in the year, a ding 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 ding. A ding 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 ding.
So you gonna miss one,
Yes, if you miss one, you're in trouble. So what I used to do is shorten the pattern in the voices. In the year, a ding ding ding. I press hold. A ding 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 ding. It was real quick. A ding 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 ding. A ding 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 ding. I said, oh, that's how it's working. I said, oh, okay. Started shorting it. I said, all right, I have trouble for you. Boy, the next gig was somewhat, yeah. I started play little keyboards more. The third gig comes in. Oh, Lord. The man asked me where was I all that time? So the third gig come, we play, but we never used to practice. It was just like little thing gigs, calling artists on stage.
Yeah.
And we come deep into crop over now, where we have to start putting our sets in our songs, doing our thing, X, Y, and Z. Bro, now that year, we had win road match with Destroy with a song called, who wrote that song? Nadia Batson. My manager, Nadia Batson, is very good friend. So she wrote that song. So you see, I get introduced to these artists and them very
early.
Young,
yeah,
right?
early.
That's what people, oh, fingers, you just got, no. It's a, so we come there, get that song, man. We had, when you see me, when you see me, coming down, no matter we are going, this is the fire, so everybody put up.
Yeah. Yes.
The fire, we blew people on the road. Yeah, win road match, everything in that year, boy.
So you produce that song, or you just okay?
No, a guy called Neil Bernard. I can't remember who he's a drummer. I think but I don't remember who, but he have a big name in soca too. I can't remember which band he used to play for. If it's somebody used to play for, but the guy serious. When I see the boy in studio, I say, oh, I need to upgrade, boy, because I'm ready yet.
Yeah.
Put a little thing, a little input, but like I said, them days we was working as a band, so it wasn't no fingers reading hit lab or anything I do was this as the band.
Yeah. Whole production team, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So come there, Destra. That song we do that song with Destra. Mash up Barbados, my boy. Oh my Lord. Yeah, Tasha, Neil Bernard.
I surprised Destra could win road match in Barbados. I surprised they allow that.
Well, she was just featured on the song.
Got you.
Actually, you know what? No, the remix was with Destra.
Got you.
That song was Destra was the remix, and the first song was fucking up the fire, spin it wrong, fucking up the fire. Right? They wanted to ban it because of they say fucking up the fire. That was the trouble that year. Because they say the words fucking up. You understand?
Of course, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, just saying that they know. It's a good thing you say that. So Destra did the remix.
The remix.
Yeah, right, to the other year. So we had winning that. And from there, get that move on. I start to get them things on point. I say, yeah. So we start to practice now. Now we're practicing it is this is what them used to work. They went into, well, those guys were older than me, a couple of years older than me. So that whole band was police guys.
Oh, okay.
They're still police.
Got you.
18, yeah, they get there when they was 18, right? So in the night, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, Tito them, they used to come and when my apartment was, they used to come right there with a police car. You say a bunch of police there, you always thinking it's arrest, they come and arrest me, but music we do it, my boy. So MPLs come there and we would put certain things at X, Y, and Z and practice now because of this guy's schedule, they have to sleep. Practice was between 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning.
What?
2 o'clock to 5, yes. And no, the worst thing is the first day we get some little things together, X, Y, and Z. You see when is it coming down towards when we have to play? See, our set used to be 45 minutes, right? If you make a mistake on the 13th song, we start in back minute.
Damn.
Don't make no mistake. No, that's where Mr. Marsville come in now. Marsville now start to sing with us. And at the time he was Omar McQuill. Well, that's his full name, Omar McQuilkin. A lot of people, what and so on, will be sending me messages like still. Oh, yeah, I just see you, you team up in Marsville and so on. You team up in Marsville now and team up in Marsville now.
No.
Donkey
years.
Marsville say all the time, what's wrong with those guys, Allli? What them guys know about when I used to bring you home, man? What them guys know about them things, eh? I just have a little red car, eh? You see, we're far. So That's when Marsville come in. Marsville used to dress in white, like Michael Jackson, every dig. Boy, you want nobody to pass by and see because you touch him, but he's still black and even touching his clothes black. And he used to have a white glove in his left hand or something like this. So that was his what they call like your stage. You know, everybody just come on stage like Super Blue, always in blue.
Yeah.
So you see how Super Blue does dress a certain way?
Yeah.
Always in blue of his head tie. Marsville was his head tie. Because he had like Michael Jackson bad. But always had a white glove. That was his thing at the time, with a white glove in his hand. and we used to play, we had a song, his first song. My Boo. That's his first song he ever made. My Boo, girl, just be my boo. His first song he made. So now, Marsville joined the band. Now, my manager now used to have artists. Like he used to, every year he used to take on another artist for the year. Like to run it first for crop over, you understand? Then 1 year, Sinel Depster was running it first, and the song we was using to run was When the River Come Washing Up, if you want. So that's when you get to work with everybody else, and then Mikey and them, well, I know to get to know, and other people say, oh, Mikey, me and Mikey, that is that everybody's been working with is, we were younger, we never had no name. But men bigger now, and you know what I'm saying, X, Y, and Z. So it might look to you like, oh, fingers just, but no, it's been there a long time. That clique been there a long time. You understand?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Marsville, Mikey, and then there's Mikey used to sing with his cousin called Lorenzo. Mikey and Lorenzo, every song, you in the two there in there. There's Mikey and Lorenzo. My Blood was Square One at the time, X, Y, and Z, but was on his own thing. Then you have Hyper Songs. Hyper Songs at the time, I want to make you sweat like you never sweat before, soaking wet. And those songs, there's old songs they're talking about, you understand?
Yeah.
Hyper Songs, Mr. Dale, and I can go Lil Rick, I can go all back, Lil Rick, you have this. I can go back all the way back to how much man I work with already and this and that, you know, and then you get to play with them. The reason you set it because we have the cover kids, and then I was playing for the Bacchanal Time tent, which is a very popular tent in Barbados. All the big artists that's played it. Edwin, this person, Rupee, that person. You understand? So from there now, we doing little gigs. I guess my little, fame and whatever else playing, start to, circle around. Yeah. And then my manager used to get like 3 gigs. So like 3 gigs, we're doing 3 gigs a day, my boy. 3 gigs a day, see. Damn. In the morning, 10 o'clock, we have gigs, In the morning, a little tea party, a little something. Boy, I tell that boy used to work. Dwayne, yeah, respect manage, boy. I could never get wet. See, never get wet. Always on the road doing something, my boy. We always have a party to play, but always have something. Then there's things, you don't have those parties there no more. Let me see. Teams on the highway. Teams on the Cobble Port. Well, I think they still have I think they still have the stadium where they just go in the stadium. Yeah. But that's where Edwin come up with the Mexican wave. Edwin have a certain thing he does do. And when I see that the first time, I was like, oh my Lord. I guess they've been doing that for years. So yeah. Wait for him to do that, something called the Mexican wave. And yeah, man, Sid, man, that day was just that day become a whole different challenge for me. I get good at it. Then the back vocals and that become nothing now, because then now we start playing for people like Iowa George, Brian Lara Fett, because the band get popular now. So we start playing for things like Brian Lara Fett, Mia Motley, a good friend of mine who is Prime Minister of Barbados now. You know Mia. I know Mia. Mia was, I think she was acting Prime Minister at the time, but she used to have a certain party that she used to keep every year. So Farmer Nappy. But artists, all kind of artists used to be on that. You understand? And we used to come and play for the artists and them, because we was a cover band. Like I say, band will do a little 45 minutes, but that is your way for entire. I never understood how managers to do it, but the boy had links still. The boy had links. So always on the go. And that's what I get to meet, most of those artists and them on X, Y, and Z. I do my little thing, my little portfolio, X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 blah.
So let me ask you, who was the first production you did that became popular, that became known? The first production you did in Barbados?
For my first production in Barbados that really become, and boy, mash up the place and still mashing up the place. Take road mash everything, my boy, that year. We just didn't compete with it that year. Because we had another song called what was the other song? I'm gonna tell you the other song just now, but Girls Gone Wild by Lil Rick.
By Lil Rick. Oh yeah, that's a huge song.
Girls Gone Wild by Lil Rick, my boy. Girls Gone Wild. You understand?
Yeah.
That song itself, we had come from Grenada to play for something called All White. And they used to toy now, heavy. So we go Grenada and play for something called All White. And I remember Tito saying, them days there, I was all Lacoste, man. Everything was Lacoste. One man in the band is Adidas. Marsville was on it. Marsville in the next section. But that thing where was all white. So we reached Grenada, and that night it rained, my boys. Thunderstorm. And this Lava Man had a song, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. As the first time I see Lava Man, mash up the place, man. Come, don't play with no band. The man just play with DJ. The man shell down the place, my boy. we come in there with that was actually my first time I go Grenada too. We come down there, we go up a hill, we was on a coaster there, set up our own coaster and everything else. I say, all white? In where we Dominica, we just call it Labu. What in Labu like that? No.
Wait. Your boy Soka said don't give details about Girls Gone Well. What I mean?
Oh my no, you see that guy there, I'm gonna put up myself. You see that guy? The fingers name was because back then, I was always worried about speed. You know what I'm saying? So I have a cousin of mine from school is calling me that fingers name, right? Ronald Vigil, a cousin of mine who's calling me fingers. You know what I'm saying? And from school, I'm just gonna call you fingers and thing. And I know Colin had his own fingers too, you know what I'm saying? But I was never it was no competition as to who's this, and because fingers is fingers. And to me, all keyboard man, if you're playing keyboard, you can play.
Of course.
So people just try to even up till today, people just try to put it like a negative kind of thing where you tiff a man name and you don't tiff nobody name. You can't your name is a fingers. And even if that is Sid, how many people name Sid, so what? But if you go on YouTube right now and you put fingers, the amount of fingers are coming up playing keyboard.
Of course.
You understand? So people are always trying to put a little comments between extra because it's from Dominica. But yeah, Colin is the original fingers and extra. As I try to spell my name kind of different from his, but my thing was from childhood days, you understand?
Yeah.
Of what they used to call me. The man now that has been a part of my musical life for at least 20 years is that man you see right there. Sokaras. I know you wouldn't miss that interview.
I know who Sokaras is because remember you I mix a song for him from
yes,
you.
Up now he can't release it yet. Up now he can't release it yet. Leave him. But he posted me on internet talking about, if he was a big artist, I would have finished his song. Not knowing Eyes box up, he don't mix his song and he have his song in his email, He want to have strength for him. But yeah.
Dalton say big up as well. Dalton.
Yeah, man. What's his name?
Yeah, so with the Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah, with the Girls Gone Wild. But I was saying Sokaras is who put the silk in front of the fingers.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, Sokaras is who put the silk. So I say, when I go Barbados, I say, nah, my boy, because I used to go Antigua a bunch of times, and every time I go over there is by him. I used to be all the time. Even my dreads, the first man I put dreads in my hair is Sokaras. And I put when I go, my mother say, what is that? Cut that. Yeah, Sokaras, that's my dog. Yes, that's my dog. So he put the silk in front of the fingers and say, you know what? Yeah, I myself, I'm knighting you right now. You on a whole, and I see you like, you right now, just put silk in front of your name. So that's how I have to use the silk fingers. That's how we come about. A lot of man don't know, but that's how the silk fingers come about. But Girls Gone Wild, we go Grenada, we play. Like I tell you, we are on a coaster going inside of the place. I see a bunch of people outside by the gate. What I don't understand, they was waiting for the coaster to come in. They hugged the bus. And when the security opened the bus, opened the gate, when we drive in, everybody just rushing.
Wow.
Who leave their shirt behind? I never seen that before. That is when I say, boy, Grenadians, I say, boy, Dominica, we don't party. You know, we don't party a certain way. But what? And people that will kill for effect, my boy. That's serious. Go inside there, see labu, mud, everybody in white, dirty. And that was my first time I get to play for Faye and Bungie was on that show. Bungie had Snake Oil at the time. So we had that. And Sherwin was on there, boy. I can't remember Sherwin was on that show. But we was practicing in the hotel in Barbados, in Grenada, to play for actually that show. It's called Moonlight Fete or something like that. So that rehearsal, we never practiced. I don't think we practiced it in Barbados. I think we practiced this because my manager just we're supposed to go and play, but I don't know how we happened to get to play for Fair, and I don't know how we happened to do it. Yeah. But then the Fair and them had a Ableton man at the time. I think was it Shell Shock? Was rest in peace Shell Shock. That's another man again. But Shell Shock used to be for Marshall. But I can't remember who was the Ableton man at the time that was in the hotel putting the patterns for me on the box. Tito would know. Yeah. And we put everything inside, go there and play on the fest. And Bungie had what is that song? Bungie had a song there. Helicopters, oh your helicopters, rags poison. When I see what that song do inside there, my boy, I say, what? I ain't going back down, nigga. No. Boy, command, rags in the air, let me see your hat. By rain. I say, wow, when we finish that scene, boy, on the stage, and people standing more on the stage, my boy, all my clothes dirty. First time I see that. That was a piece of show. That was my first grand show I played for, like big, and I say, Jesus Christ, boy. I say, that day is something else. I say, you see that? I say, that day is something else. Yeah. So we leave from there, and in the morning, was it the night we catch the flight? No, and like the morning, the next song. So it was the next morning, first flight. We get on the plane. And can you believe that Liat was not nobody? We had just us alone, members alone. So that's the first time I ever get to be on a plane where I just take 2 seats for myself. I just lay down like this for 15, 20 minutes flight, and we reach down there. It was in the night. It had to be in the night because when I reach down, I get a call. My phone been ringing. Peter Coppin at the time calling me. Say, boy, fingers, boy. We have a song there, and it's you here. Lyric have a song there, and I need you, and whatever. So I said, okay, come pick me up. They made that my girlfriend in Barbados. So they come to pick us up. And we go down there by the horse race track over there where Monster Piece have their thing. Reach inside there, then there's the Kiomal Nurse, which is the singer for Crossfire. Yeah. Doing backup vocals on there, Indra, and that girl that she do numerous back. She's known for doing backup vocals in Barbados. And in Barbados and Trinidad. I see a couple of years ago she used to do a lot of back vocals for Marshall, even on his like. But she's known for that. Voice, back vocals, she's good for that. So we go over there and I can't remember exactly. I reach inside them boy and the room I say, wow. Studio. That is the first time I get to even be in a big studio. Yeah, big studio. Yeah. You know, man, I want a Dominica vibe. And I want boom, boom, boom. I want something just like, yes, that's the word. I want something just like Balance Batty. They cannot say accordion. So to them, Balance Batty is the only thing they can relate to it with accordion. Yeah. I say, okay. So I say, sing this song. Man, I sing this song. Let's go. Come up with the, say, okay. Also, Karasi, we need a lunch break. Yeah, but I cut them short, I cut them short, you understand? I didn't even talk about my days around them. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, we reached there, and I started putting on the beat first. Come there, and put up tack, tack, dum, dum, tack, tack, tack. Now, that tack, 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 it come from that song because you know, as we have the influence in Zouk, you understand? So with the Kassav, the Zouk system is in La Madoni. And then my father now had a song with Imaji. Soapy might have that in. With Imaji called Performing in Dominica, and we can be the Cyprus ruling. We go dancing, we go dancing, oh. If you listen to the starting of it, it's exactly the starting of how girls go while starting. Start. So that's where I get the inspiration to actually put that in the song. You understand? They wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm talking about it now, so I'll say.
Yeah.
And that they become now first, man. So after the beat come down, he start to sing, you know, he start to sing. Oh Lord. After the beat come about, he start singing the chorus part of it, and they in the booth with Kiomal, you know, Kiomal now good and backup vocals. Kiomal, they're trying to figure out, you know, what he going to sing, you know, when it comes for backup vocals part and after that X, Y, and Z. So from there now, they start to sing he start to sing the TikTok, control that bumper. No, the verse wasn't making sense to me. It's the chorus that I don't think he had to write the full song. He just had the idea.
Yeah.
Right. So control that bumper, TikTok, control that. Not too much details. Okay, I won't say too much. So I literally got part out of it. So that come about and then I put down the thing. Yo, put the accordion on there, boy. Put the accordion on there, you understand? So it is. I know a lot of man from I know that guys in Barbados that I know right now that does actually ask me. Well, they asked me to play it live because you know DA Dominica we are waiting about us when we play the accordion. It's like awesome that know what we're doing. You understand?
Yeah.
So a lot of man has always tell me, boy, up now we can X, Y, and Z, and you sure you don't do that? You sure X, Y, and Z? So I never really played live. I played live already. Don't get me wrong. The times I used to play live was 10 to 10. Barbados used to have a show called 10 to 10.
10 to 10. Yeah, I see you on a video playing it live before. Right.
So you have 10 to 10.
Yeah.
And that so I used to play it on teams in the area, but the little cover kids. So every time Lil Rick, whoever band that backing up Lil Rick, once I there, I play the keyboard for you.
Gotcha.
Or sometimes I just home and he will say, yo, I playing there, come and play this song.
Gotcha. So
that now kind of give me a little more exposure now because everybody's song play I have to play. So we put it down, boy, put on it, we can call the pad come. And then from there now, I say, you know what? I say, Rick, man, you tell me, I feel me that little brass part in there. I feel me that little brass part in there, and so on and so on and so on. So I tell him, well, okay, I didn't see where the brass part going to come in, but he said, I don't care, push it there, push it somewhere.
Put it somewhere.
Yeah, because the excitement, you understand? Because the songs have to come up and Peter, Peter giving his little scope, and Peter saying this and that and whatever else. So put it in, and then I try to, as accordion, I try to get there, see where accordion must be again. Yeah. So at the end of the day now,
but the accordion in that song was like signature because before that, you never really had nobody using that type of sound per se in Barbados, right?
No, that is where that fingers rhythm hit lab come about.
Yeah. Because
from I do that and I see that catch, I said, boy, I'm gonna infuse booyah with soca. I just couldn't at the time. I couldn't say it out in words.
Yeah.
But through my music, and if you watch all my productions, it have all my signatures have a Dominican signature in there. Gotcha. You understand? But at the time, soca was a big thing and it couldn't be fused. Like you cannot just go out and say, well, I'm gonna put booyah. Like, I couldn't give somebody a rhythm box thing, to say they might like it or they will, snip out from it, but they wouldn't have never said, oh, let's label that as booyah, or let's do this or do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about years ago, not even now. Like now, people have more of a voice and it have virtue or like it have more thing on video. Like then there's like I can't even get back a video right now of when I used to play back then. because cell phone was not the thing, you know.
Yeah. Few man had cell phone. Few man.
Right, you understand? So now them things are not even, you know what I'm saying? Them things that was not even all over the place. So this is when I tell a lot of people that song came about in a funny way, because we do the song, put on everything the night, X, Y, and Z. And then all of a sudden now, I didn't know Lyric was a radio DJ. But it's one time I home, you know, but I tack. I said, what? So who is that? I said, Jesus. So I call my manager. I said, yo, he tell me, yeah, man. Then we played at about 50. Oh my Lord, Sid. Oh Lord, that thing was a play all day.
So Lil Rick was already established at that point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lil Rick, being established. Yeah. Well, I would say he had his name, you understand? Because you know the artist that just came about. He been Lil Rick have files, my boy. He has a lot of files. So at the time, that song now, I guess at the time, just kind of, you know, jumping me like a higher on the map, you know what I'm saying? That day come about, and that day, boy, imagine that song, they have to do a video instantly.
That song was huge. Like, to be honest, when I first heard it, I didn't understand it. Like, I didn't know it was new. You know what I mean? It was something new to the ears. Because you never would imagine hearing a song like that from a Bayesian artist. You already your mind and your ears were already tuned into like that crossfire sound, that square one sound. And
exactly right.
It definitely wasn't that at that time. Which I applaud you for that. That's and for me as a person, like, you know, in the band,
right.
I surprised you was willing. Well, you say he wanted it, so, but the fact that you was willing to put your culture in there and not be afraid of the song, that's wicked.
Oh yeah. Well, that day he said that day, and when he said that day, just one time he said that day was, he didn't have to say nothing more again. Right there. Oh Lord. I didn't think hide up. Yeah. So people at that time, let me see. So when I basically do this song, leave that topic. You say too much. Listen, I ain't gonna talk about it. Just the musical part. I wasn't there. I know the song accordion part is based on what he basically was singing. Because come on, and I cannot go on from there. Yeah. But I don't really sit down and make up. Watch me. He was singing it, like you sit down right here. He's singing. We had the beats already. He had the beat, and I basically just okay, all right. Okay, when you see me in the bed, okay, now listen, he's like, we did the jam this, like, okay. TikTok, okay. And so I just fill it out. So while he there, Kyo man trying to get his backup part, so all of us was just there around trying to get it.
Yeah.
And that's how that and then the other part now, because I find that part was running too long.
Yeah.
So I know, you see that the second part was running too long, I do the harmony. And then no, so that was the song.
Yeah.
Boy, I need a brass part in that, you know. I need a brass part. I said, I don't need no brass part, my man. He said, no. I need a brass part in there. I need to breathe. And that, from there now, when you come with the brass part now, that's where you say, oh, you need a brass part, you need this, you need that. That's where now, the whole thing come about now, when the brass part section of it come now, and then we put, let me see.
Yeah, brass. I remember that song having brass, for real.
Yeah, man. That song about, after you play, you go in
Oh, yes.
That's where that part come in.
Yes.
That's where the break come in there, where you wanted it. And then you say, oh, you know what? I want to put a little brass pad there. I say, okay. Pa, 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 pa. So I said, okay, cool. And then I said, I'm gonna put that. When I put that, look at that. So I'm trying different parts. Now, them days, the way my man used to work is, I used to play a bunch of parts and then say, choose one.
Mm-hmm.
You say, the third one. But I remember what the third one was.
Yeah.
I said, all I used to do was music alone.
Hell
so that's what, now it's different. So when he come, he said that part, he might say, okay. I said, okay, all right, boom. And that is how I lived there. That night I was tired. We were touring already. I was tired. Put down everything there. I said, yo, you just
finish it up. Yeah.
And me
man.
That
song was huge.
Still.
That song take you all over the world.
All over the world, my boy. All over the world. You understand? And those days I wasn't paying no mind because I was hot in my job.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care. So you know that part comedy and everything is X, Y, and Z.
Like Soka Ras said, we ain't gonna touch on the business side, but obviously the business side wasn't handled right because you was young at the time.
Yes. The business side wasn't handled right because I was young at the time. I didn't know nothing about copyright and this and that, you know. And I mean, I know about you can know about the words, but to get down into the business.
Yeah. The actual understanding of what to do.
Right, but tell you the real truth, and I'm gonna say it. I've never really said this before, but my manager did say, "Ali, you want me to deal with the business? Let me handle it." But I say, I didn't really care about that.
Yeah, you're a young man. Yeah.
I wasn't care about that. So I'm just doing it. Up to this day, if I talk about it now, he's gonna say, "I warn you, I tell you about it X, Y, and Z." But like I said, I don't care. It was whatever. But then when I get to the point where I start doing things on business level now, when I approach them now, is when I see a lot of things change.
Yeah.
You know, and certain credits wasn't given certain ways and certain things now.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody know I make it, but copyright, like, you know, copyright wise, on paper wise, it didn't go down that way.
Got you.
So that become, you know, that there become a little feud, you know, against me and Peter and Monster Piece, you know. No, we cool now, we understand, but that was back in the days. But that there was something, you know, that.
Well, it was a learning experience for sure.
Oh, Lord.
I know you know, and I know you real good in the business side. I know that.
Oh, Lord, don't talk about that. Oh, my Lord, that day hurt me. That day, because when you sit down and I realize how much I could have been way further. I mean, maybe money wise, I would say. I just shake. I say, wow, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, that Girls Gone Wild was in some movie, like they use like piece of it.
Piece of it, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's where it become a little serious.
Yeah.
I had no choice because these days I had nothing, just my mouth. I couldn't do nothing but to say I have lawyer, legal rights, you know, certain things. Now we settle on that, you know, so it's different. But at the end of the day, back then it was just like me against a whole army.
Yeah, because they were grown men and they understood what was going on. You being a young man, you know, it was rough. But like I said, Ali, I know you know the business side much better. So learning experience.
Now is a different situation. So that's how, you know, with the whole Barbados thing. And from there, the Fingers Rhythm Hit Lab was the construction was thinking right there, because it's like, okay, I'm playing songs, doing songs, but I need a studio name. I never wanted a studio.
Yeah.
I always say a lab. These Fingers Rhythm Hit Lab come from. And the lab is Soka Rassis who put the lab after the Hit Lab.
Got you.
So I know you're on the live right there, but he had a lot to play. That there on there had a lot to play in my life. The hit, it was something a studio. It was Fingers, because Wizard something. It was Fingers Rhythm Hit, sing Fingers Rhythm Studios, and then they say, nah man, ain't no studio, my boy. What you just be doing there? Studio is a big man. Lab, you testing. It's testing.
Got you.
Is where you have the lab come from, the Fingers Rhythm Hit. Lab. And I put the hit, and I don't put H-I-T. I put H-E-A-T. Because, you know, but the hit is because of, okay, I started doing a couple of songs now, and it started becoming hits.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to look like, oh, when you come here, you must get a hit. Which that is the intention.
Yeah.
But I just try to make it, and then when I put it, I Google it. At the time, a couple of years ago, I Googled it, and I see nobody have it. When you put fingers with him, hit that mean coming up with it. I say, gone, bye-bye.
Yeah. So I know you had a bunch of artists in Barbados, but what was the next most popular song you had from that time in Barbados? One that come to your mind. It don't have to be most popular. The one that come to your mind.
I've been on so many songs, yes.
I know. I was doing some research. You have a ton load of song in Barbados.
Oh, I have so much song. But it's so pretty. And you use it. Yeah, it did. After that was, oh Lord, not that. Well, good. Well, the other production I have that really take up that kind of and keeping it still now is Roll It. When we were in road match, when we reach Krong, my first Krong in Barbados.
Yeah.
Hands Up and Roll Your Body with Mikey. Hands Up. Well, okay. Actually, there was Soca Cartel at the time.
Soca Cartel, yeah.
Yeah, well, Soca Cartel is made up of my old band, which was Jabi. So people don't understand it. So I grew up in Jabi with Mansville and all of them, right? Everybody break up. Jabi was not a band no more after many years, right? I move up here and everything else. Soca Cartel is Jabi.
Got you. Just different name, but same. Yeah.
Right, because when you watch the same members in Jabi is playing in there.
Got you.
The singers are different, not Barry Chandler. It's Mikey and Blood. Blood from what do you call it? Square One.
Square One, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then you have Mikey, who used to be Lorenzo, but now Mikey running as an artist by himself. So that's what it becomes.
Okay, but roll it, Hands Up and Roll Your Body is when you already were living in New York, right?
Hands Up, yeah. Hands Up and Roll Your Body.
Yes. Yeah. I just want to know, like, what made you decide to leave Barbados now after you were being successful?
Boy. Look, I see Mikey come online here right now. Yes, Mikey, it's your turn. I had gotten to that point where, okay, we did tours, and then we come North Carolina, right? Do a tour North Carolina. And then I come down New York. I remember I call my cousin Sherry, and I tell her, just pay phone this day. I buy on people, call down there, I tell her, yo, I come in New York, and I say, come Brooklyn, man. Come Brooklyn, I said to her. So I come down Brooklyn, and I was in the train, and I see guys in the train playing, and I say, what? No, I said, I'm watching a man sit for about, but I don't do that, but they all want to have straight watching it. And I know guys. I said, what? No. I remember with Julie, I had learned jazz and blues. So that was the soca part of it, yes. But I wanted to make a name for myself as Allli himself.
Yeah.
So I always loved jazz and blues and them kind of things. So when I see this guy like playing in there, yo, you want to see me? Yo, I stand up. People will maybe think I wanted to rub the guy a little money on the side. You understand? And I just stand up there, boy. You might change that $20 into some cash. And I just keep giving the guy, man, because, man, bad, man. Play some kind of thing, man. I chicken, wow. I said, nah. I might tell my mother I'm not coming back. My mother say, what? Nah, Bobby, that's just one thing, not coming back. Or you gonna survive up here? Tell my mother I'm not coming back. That's it. I stay in New York, boy. I go find a way, some way, somehow. And yeah, when I it's from a tour. When I see in the train station, and I walk around and I see music is just what I want to do as to jazz and this and that, and I love country music. I have a thing for Nashville. I still that's one of my biggest dreams. I still haven't gone there yet, but that's one of my. I say when I get everything settled how I want it. Yeah. That's one of my places I just going to do. You're just gonna find you're gonna have me over there exploring more. I love country music, anything to do with country and jazz and blues and things like that. That is just me. So I always wanted to make a name like Rick Wakeman and all these other keyboard men, you know, that actually could go and play somewhere and people just come out to see you.
Got you.
That is what I wanted to do. So that's what made me leave Barbados. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, that's it. After that, still do my little soca, but I think I overs that. You know,
you had a bigger fish to fry, bigger dream to conquer.
Yeah, we bigger fish to fry. I say right there, I can't do no more. I need to get it up. I need to change things around. You understand? So that's what get me, you know, to move up here. And it wasn't easy at first, but like I say, with the help of you guys, you know what I'm saying, and everything else, you know, as a family. And look at that, we still see how much years we're running.
Yeah, man.
So when you watch the next 5 years, it's gonna be 20.
Hey, Kwame just bring up a good point. Like everybody I talk to, New York mess up their band life. New York change them in some way, breaking up bands.
Yeah, Kwame, yeah, boy, New York is a strong place, you know.
Hey, and the funny thing is, right? And I know you personally, so I will put this in a way that people understand. New York is not easy. I don't care how much money you come here with, how much little the amount of money you come here with. New York ain't easy. So to stay here and live here and become successful and to be living the dream that you are living, wow, you got people need to applaud you and understand that you make a big move. And I know your mother proud of you for that, for sure.
Oh Lord. Yeah, when she come up here last year, I'm still open here, still not. Yeah, because to hear your son living, okay, Barbados was one thing. I was half an hour away. If something happened, I can run home, not go thousands of miles away. That I don't know nobody, you know what I'm saying, and I have to, you know, basically come here and struggle on my own to get where I am. That to me, I never knew, you understand? Even listen, with the strength of my family, my mother, I can't live on my little sister, you know. Listen, I have a little sister they call Anisha. You can't talk about Ali, you know, you could be. You can't say nothing about that boy. Anisha will fight you. That one they call it. There's some people around me that just, that's it.
Yeah.
It have guys that been there through the journey from along, like Markel, you have Damian, you have Bennett, you know, saying you have Royet and them, you have my church people, and you have, but you have Sid, I don't want to call your name. And that's a whole different thing by itself. Yeah, my uncle Sprite. Sprite has been a big role in my life as to music, because from when I start, Sprite has the thing used to say, oh, you call it rats. You call it a rat in the house. Stop playing. No, it's funny, you know, you would say that and then you getting vexed back then, but it was giving you a little more push.
Yeah.
But I never understood why he used to do it. Not because I wasn't able to play. It's like he had his own style. So now we just like, I big man now and yourself, you know, I just watch him now and you just say, yeah, boy, never know you would have come like that, you know, but still not where I want to be. But at the end of the day, my thing is just to keep humble. Like people just say, oh, I doesn't promote myself, you know. I didn't know you do that song.
Exactly.
I didn't know you do this or you do that.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
A lot of people don't know, and that's why I say I had to keep begging you, Allli, let me do this interview. Let me do this. And I remember you telling me, it's like, yo, I don't want to make people feel like, you know, but
yeah, that was
I'm glad you do it. I'm glad you do it.
It's been a long journey, and I can call that man, I call all kind of name, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I start, you know, as you say, Sarah Mix, you know, I keep calling that name all the time.
Yeah.
And my journey, but Sarah Mix is my start point. Will always be, and no, whoever does wait for the reunion is coming soon. Does wait for the Jenna, still thinking about it, but you have people like Jenna. You can never forget that Jenna has been up till now. Jenna has been always a push tone in my life when it comes for certain things, and can't say no. They have a keyboard there. I'll come for it. This, that, blah, 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 blah. We right there. You right living around my grandmother's house. I can just go over there and just take it, X, Y, and Z. So I have Jenna. I have, boy, it's so much names that been through my life, you know, that I can't really call everybody, you understand? But I can call the key name, Jenna, Angelo, Loic, you know, it's a ton of fellas, you know what I'm saying? Olan, my cousin, and that bunch of man, you know what I'm saying? Who I can remember off my head, who I can't remember tomorrow, and I'm going to get cussed and say, I don't call their name because I can't remember everybody, but it's just good to grow up in a family where everybody uplifts you some way or another, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my little journey, you know, up to New York, you know, has become, it was a tough one, but at least I stick it out. I didn't give up. Because at times in New York, I say by going back. Because in New York, your money just finished fast, you know. Come up here 20. Yes, my boy. Your money finishing fast in New York. You have a little 15 grand in your pocket there. I say, what, 15? Okay, 15,000 US. You know, I get my see by the time I go marathon a couple times. Then
God.
I come
especially being a musician, you don't know instruments and just cables, just the cables you need to connect.
That's why I have to steal cables. I have to stealing cables. So big.
Hey.
That's not, listen.
Hey.
There's a code I hide in there, but I can't even show it, right? I took it from a certain place. I know if the person see it, it's trouble.
See the man there who you like to thief from there.
Jeff Handley.
Jeff
Ford, you understand? One of the best guitarists I've ever played with in my life up till this day, brother. Yep. And you know that he know when come for that. I ain't putting nobody before him when come. That man is a see that stem horn there? Oh my Lord, trust me, you understand? So and my people you know that like I say, that has been there. And I watching on the live there, I see a lot of people like, my mother, mommy, mommy, what you doing there?
So let me ask you, so when you reach New York now, what was your plan as far as soca music? Like, how did you end up meeting people and who was the first people you meet and stuff like that?
Boy, when I come to New York, right, so I started rolling with a band called, well, they were formerly known as Soccer Boys to you.
Soccer Boys.
Right? And then from Soccer Boys, and then we go into New Image.
New Image.
Right. That is where you come and thief me from. You understand? Yes. So big. You see, he talking there, so big, but I want to leave right back to him, you know. He have a big part to play in there too. You understand? So from there, Arthur, big up to Arthur again.
Big up Arthur.
Arthur, yeah, man. Arthur hold me down when come for him. We had New Image with Sam Wheelie that is play for RSB. You understand? And good times. Can't forget those times there, you understand? Right now, if you call for a gig still, I still going. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We been in playing years, but hey, we gonna still play. Come here, you know, I was doing that. The soca, I was still heavy doing my soca because I used to go back once or twice and go and play for the Bacchanal Time tent.
Got you.
That guy Stock used to recruit. There are certain guy that used to recruit the members on the thing, and I always used to get the email every year. Until after 1 year, I say, yo, I don't do this. Like, give the opportunity to somebody else. You understand? I can't do this no more, man. I don't do that. Yeah. Right now, it's New York. I want to stay, and that's it. Because right now, I start getting into the whole thing where, BQE. There's a band I call it called BQE. If I'm certain set of members there that don't want me to leave, oh my God. So I say, no. I say, I stay up here. And then that's how I get introduced into Ranger Band. Well, Ryan, I knew Ryan a long time. Ryan, this was the drummer of Ranger Band.
Big up my boy Ryan. That's my
Ryan,
boy
yes,
Ryan.
Man. So Ryan all the time. Ryan been there. Ryan is another man that been through my journey a long time to always on Wi-Fi. And Ryan been what? Ryan tell me I'm watching your post still high five and MySpace days. I said, what? So I used to program, remember how I come in Ranger Band, I used to program the drum machine for them and do little certain things. If I have, you know, if they have a gig or two and I could play, I'll play and stuff. But I've been a part of Ranger Band, even if now I'm a full member now, but I've been a part of Ranger Band a long time. So a lot of people don't know that. But let me see, from the BQE, when I come into BQE, where I meet Caesar, come and steal me right on the step of Arthur. I never forget that.
No. That ain't how it happened.
Soapy, that's how it happens. Soapy, that's how it happens.
Listen, I was playing for a gig, and in fact, I think it was Steve Bertrand. I think me and him was talking one time. He told me there's a young new keyboardist from Dominica up here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. it's either him or somebody else that tell me. And they were like, he could play. And I was like, okay. And at the time, Korea just leave. Korea moved back to Nevis. And I said, you know, I ain't doing nothing. I'll go check it out. And yeah, I was playing up on Boston Road in a club. It was Dominica owned because the guy
Fish on Boston Road.
Fish on Boston. Yes. I
know what you're talking about. Fish on Boston, yes.
Yeah, I was playing in there and you come into sound check and I said, holy shit, this dude could play. But like, I ain't no disrespect, but I went to Jeff and I said, yo, you have a dude could play, you know, he could play. But I wonder if he could play our style because I only hear him and playing Dominica music.
Yes.
And Jeff was like, okay, bring him and see what he could do. And that's how I don't know how I got your number, to be honest. I just somehow I get your number and I went and checked you.
Well, it's maybe after you ask, you know, or Sam, somebody you ask you. Remember I used to play, Sam used to play for us.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Maybe it was Sam. I don't know. In fact, maybe it was Sam. It was Sam.
Sam give you half a number because I think Alpha tell me, you know, that you come in and check me, you know.
Okay.
Sam, yes. So Sam say, guys want to, after me, them guys want to X, Y, and Z. I remember that day when you come there when I was standing up on the step. When you come there, we go in the backyard there and go and run. You can say, yeah, man, I remember that clear like devil boy. I said, BQ, it's okay, yeah, buddy, man. Okay, no problem. But let me see what's going on because, yeah, you're right, but you bring back some memories there for true, boy.
Yeah, because when I approached you, he was like, I ain't messed with drum machine in a long time, so we're gonna have to take some time with that. And I was like, all right. I was like, I gonna program the beats and you just play.
I just play, yeah. That there was see you bring back some old days, good boy.
I'm old, but me ain't forget.
That's when he tip me from there, and then I learn about stealing chords. You understand? Because like Steve say, oh, you just finish fast. Gold tips them why.
I telling you.
There's something that is a cable. Them guys don't understand. When you see you go somewhere, you wrap in your 2 cable with duct tape and wrap it around your keyboard stand. Man would what they call J1 and stem. One day, and so I remember I come by Sid, or Sid come by me. Them time Sid didn't have the studio yet. Sid come by me and record a song, man. Come on, what song he come and record, you know?
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning, yes, boy. Boy. Sid said, Allli, where you get that chord? I said, where you get this? Yourself? Where? Sid said, when I was in school in 2003, I made that chord.
Hey, it's true. It's true.
About 8 years, Sophie, I have that chord high enough. I take that chord, my boy, and we're looking for that for years. And I have that chord in there, and the boy happened to come by me. And the boy find that there. And that chord live by me. I say, yeah, man. Yeah, man, from BQE. You know already, man. I can't stop talking about BQE all year. Sid, that's one thing. Sid and them, you know, at that time I was new to New York too. So you basically, with the help of Jevon and them times the Karim used to be up there. Like that was the crew. Yeah. Sid used to be, so me, Jevon, and Karim used to be liming, always liming more. Because Sid always at work and etc. You understand? When Sid coming, but the musical part of it, yeah, man, I BQE, let me tell you, and BQE now is still a dear band to me just because of, it reminds me of my father. The fact that I can go and play my VI music without having to worry, oh my Lord, I love that. Because I've always been looking for an opportunity like that. Although I had an opportunity one year with Chucky Harrigan, we had a band together in St. Croix. I think she was the what she is the senator, right? She was the senator at the time or whatever she was. Her daughter had a band, and one of the guys that stuck, whatever his name is, Star, he's a guitar man. He used to play with my father in St. Thomas, and that is how he linked me up. And I happened to that's how I happened to join that St. Croix band to come up here, and so I get play a little bit of music, and then BQE now just. That's it. We can really just mold that, which I still feel we need to do our virtual, you know, patching Patrick Master Blue from the other side, you know, coming clean, Corey.
Somebody asked what BQE stands for. Well, I wasn't an original member of BQE, but I'll tell you the story I was told. It was some older guys who was playing. They had a couple of guys who played with Allli at one time, and they had left. And then they were trying to figure out a name, and they all used to come from Brooklyn to play. So they used to use the BQE Express. So they named their band BQE. And then some of the more younger guys who came into the band was saying, you know, BQE for the highway was a bad decision. So they changed the They changed the initials of the word they changed the words to be Black Quorum Entertainment, and quorum is like unity or whatever, and that's what BQE stands for. Black Quorum Entertainment. Oh yeah, see, Soapy just put it up.
I still call it Bronx Queens Expressway. But yeah, man, we still have man, some nice time, you know, in there. I remember, Soapy, I remember those days, boy. I don't have my car yet, and when I want to do a big shopping, I have to wait for and see it off, my boys. I can go
Hey, that man used to have my car, and truth be told, none of them had license at the time.
Why? I don't have no license at the time. And see, there's a big police. And I do a big shopping, boy. I say, don't hit the car. If they call you over, don't call my name.
Oh my God. This guy.
Oh my Lord, but we have some good days. Something too. Don't let me quiet there with that green little stick ship on there, there.
Yeah, man.
Oh my Lord, that's sub dish promotion. Yeah, man. Is what I like about this interview more is that the three of us we have so much in common. Because I remember when Soapy used to run that soap dish promotion. Hard, my boy.
Hard. BQE,
and I have
he used to push BQE hard.
Boy, listen to me. I had 7 girls in one car. So the 2 cup of soap. And I said, Soapy, 1 enter for free. Everybody has paid. Monroe College days. And also by the door. Soapy said, come in. Forget about the eyes. Come in. Go upstairs.
Yeah,
Soapy, remember those days, my boy?
Yeah, man.
You're laughing. But you had some good days, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's so dish. Them days I pushing BQE hard, my boy. Ain't nobody do, boy. As I succeed, I wish those days was more camera days because I wish, boy. I'll tell somebody about BQE and what we used to do when we go and play and the amount of people and how people used to enjoy themselves.
Yep.
But people don't see it, so it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
There? You know, like Jaffe and all of them. You know, them girls know about time. Them girls know about their time.
Yep.
But to see when BQE was big, even when we used to play downstairs, it rap. We play upstairs, it more rap. And so we come with a little thing where we play every other day, every other week, whatever.
Every other weekend, yeah.
Yeah, every other weekend. And that day, man, T-She, man, I saw my little contact in there, man. T-She getting all the Sentiments girls from me, my boy. $20 to come inside. And I must have cashed it up about maybe $300, man. And they don't remember those days, they don't know Uber, see?
Yeah.
So who was the Uber?
You. Hey, but like on the music side, man, one thing I always admire about you is that we kind of like had an idea how we wanted you to play, and you was willing and able to do it with no problem. I always admire that about you. Because coming from, I'm just telling you, being honest, so people could hear, like, coming from the type of bands you were playing with and then coming with us. Because remember, BQE had our sound. We had our own sound, and we wanted to keep that no matter what.
Still have it.
And we tell you how we wanted you to play, and man, you master that, and you add your own flair. It was perfect, man. It was perfect.
Yeah, that day, I had to take up from the stronghold where Master Blue was, man. You know how much live I listened to that.
Hey, I want to give you a compliment, Steba. Just give you Steba. Say he must admit he's the best keyboard player he ever played with. That's respect.
Wow.
That's respect, brother.
I
Yeah,
respect
man.
Steve from since as a Sugar Band diet fan, you know, but you know that.
Yeah, man.
I was a Sugar Band fan.
Tell them the first song you ever practiced with us. Well, it ain't a Steba song, but it's a Sugar Band song. Tell them the first song you ever practiced with us.
What was that, Lion Paw?
Lion Paw. Yep. Yep.
That song, let me tell you something, boy. Lion Paw, yeah, man. Boy,
Yeah,
let me tell you,
man.
Steve, I've been a Sugar Band fan, boy, since early 2000. Because my uncle used to be on boat Sprite. And he used to go, the boat used to go St. Kitts Nevis, all in places there every time. And every time Sprite come home, he bring it home. Sugar, the boy have all Sugar Band albums in CD. And he used to put it on a Saturday, he just put it on and have this big speaker outside. And that blasting him, well, were you waiting for Juve? Because the Juve is here. You waiting for Juve? Because we just like
big tune, big tune, big tune.
I always say, but who is that keyboard man? Because I say, who is that keyboard man? And then Sugar come across. Oh my Lord. Sugar man. You don't want to hear me on any church practices. Then the Sugar man come across and I said, that keyboard man has some good. That keyboard man have some good fingering, boy. Because the last, like I always tell you, I never say it on the live, but I raised up Dominica, yes. I always had a Tommy in mind because of my father. But my role model, and he know that too. If he on a live, he know. Uncle, and I always tell you that shit. Uncle. Other than funk and all those guys, you know, you have to give them the respect of back in the days. Like I know about all those guys, Dirk and Daddy Jones, and you know, me and Jones are still good friends up to this day. The rhythm pop part of my life was Daddy Jones. Because Jones had it way as a diehard Vaio man. I love Vaio. I die for Vaio. I still looking for Vaio live. You understand? But Uncle have something about him with the way, I don't know, that's just my role model. The way the brothers take tones and he use it, the illustrations of his tones, it's different.
Yeah.
And you would know that.
His album approach is so much better than his live approach.
Listen to me. Telling you, the boy, even Rush.
Oh, big tune. Big tune.
The man make me fall in love with choir. And I tell you so already.
Yeah.
I never like that tone soapy, the choir tone. Oh. The man make me fall in love with the choir when he make clatter, you know.
Yeah.
That there was just, and Uncle catch me with sukwe. I used to say back then when I was younger, boy, what this man have in his hand? Because you know back then he was sounding so fast.
Yeah.
Yo, I couldn't imagine how that. And then one time I see that man play that live, boy. I watch Mr. Sokaras bring me inside Lions Den. The man run that. And I watch Mr. play that, boy. Yeah, I walk up to the man right there. I walk up to the man right there, and there's me and Deary, me and Sokaras running heavy. And I say, yo, but you're the greatest thing God ever make in my life. You watch me, say what? He said, you're minister. I say, Alfred, my father. He said, but I was at your father's funeral. He said, Alfred, I know your father. Why you never know? You crazy? And that's how me and Uncle get friends. You know, so I'm saying that them is a talking there and extra and that year. Bubai was so wasted. I said, holy base. I was looking for me to bring a chicken for me, thinking somebody must have, you know, Lions then back then.
Yeah.
Thinking somebody must have take me and go with me, my boy. I there with Bubai base, boom. Look at this guy. See what this guy before Uncle. Bubai just there, Bubai flat out.
Wow.
All Uncle saying is see. And it's going. I playing the exact line, but I hold the key right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have some nice, but that was my role model. Not my father, but Uncle, that man, I still listen to certain, you know, albums of Flames and say, like what make Uncle does, what make him like Batio, what make him use certain tones, like the boy always experimenting with a tone that you never think of experimenting with.
Yeah.
And that is just my thing, you understand? That's even how ceramics have a Burning Flames style, because we're all in love in Surrey with Burning Flames. Yeah, with Burning Flames, you understand? So yeah, man, Sid, man. Coming from you, Steve. That's a boy, Steve. Oh
yeah,
my
man.
Lord.
Yeah, man.
That's a, because the first time we played with you, I think you was playing against Fever Band.
Yes.
And when Steve tell me that is the guy, I see that night I stand up in the corner right by your keyboard, my boy, and watch you play. all right. I say, okay, I'm gonna destroy him. I said that night I said I'm gonna destroy him. He tell me, first thing he tell me, yeah, them have a key. I said, Fever Band. I ain't bothered with them. Guy, we're coming here and clean up the place and I leave. Oh boy. The keyboard man there, he used to play sugar. Who that? See, Steve. I said, I never see him play live. I know about the albums then, but I said, but see, that man used to play some serious bass. He said to me, yeah, man. You don't want to see me, Steve, while you song checking, I was right there, pull up in the corner like a groupie, boy. I was like a groupie. That girl, the pull up there watching, and I say, yeah, man, up till the day, you know, all of us is good friends. But I must say, my Steve, boy, good to hear you say that, man. It's funny admiring you and you yourself saying to give a compliment, so boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
big
man.
Big up, my boy. Big up.
So while you was here, I know when you was in BQE, you were still doing your production. What make you get heavy back into your production? Why you started doing that? Was because people was calling, or you just had that feeling that you wanted to be in it?
Well, to tell you the real truth, I never stopped. I just wasn't heavy into the competition. It's because of Mikey. Because like I tell you, I'm never a competitor. I don't really care about, even still. Like I tell him last year, that's my last year.
Yeah.
Last year, we have 3 crowns, 4 crowns. I done with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that no more.
What crowns?
Well, through, as a team, like through Party Monarch and Soca, because some thing I have, Barbados has something called Party Monarch, Soca Monarch. It's a Party Monarch. We're not doing Soca Monarch, but it used to be Party Royal and Party Monarch. Whatever they have the way they used to do it, call the names. You understand? And road match and stuff. Me now, I was always about that thing where I just wanted to make music for people to, once they enjoy it, I go with it. Once the music can live on, like when I put that little party in, I'm hands up and roll that party. The beginning saying to hear people, I go in Barbados and hear people cut the sample front, and the song was so big that they have it as their ringtone. I said I should have gone to digital like because I always have a thing where my signatures, whatever I put in front of my music, because it was always
Mikey on here, he says Party Monarch and Sweet Soca Monarch.
Oh, there are. See him there? Yeah, Mikey. I don't know, brother. That's a different cover. I don't know how to even say. Listen, Mikey will tell you how long we say we're going to do our song together. Years, I tell you what, years, Mikey Lorenzo always say, yo, we're going to mash up, we're going to get a good song. And that year, did I build the beat first? Mikey, did I build the beat first for Roll It? And I send it to you, or you send me the song? I can't remember, however it come across. No, I lie. I build the beat first. Bang, 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 dang, 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 dang. I send that for my keyboard. And we go back and forth with when it wasn't voice notes. Voice notes wasn't there at this time. I don't think it was. No, it wasn't no voice note. It was email. Yeah. Back and forth, and Mikey called me the first. It's just funny to see how the song. Oh, he sent me first. Okay, it's just funny to see how the song start one way. If you go back, the demos start one way, not verses, no verses, just a piece of the chorus, this and that. And then to actually come back and see the full production of the song, that does amaze me. Yeah. Yep. You understand? So it's the other day I was going back with Roll It, and I said, but look at the amount of ideas this guy sent me for Roll It. People don't even know what is the background setters of Roll It. You understand?
But I don't want to cut you off, but even before Mike, you had a lot of songs with other artists in between.
I had Rusty. Listen, that people, all kind of people.
Because you had, like I said, do my research, right? So you had Destra.
Right.
You had, you had Edwin.
Right.
Yeah.
Edwin, Destra. I had Blacks.
Blacks, yep.
Tian. Oh Lord, that's another boy.
Big up Kenneth.
Kenneth Percival, yeah, man. I tell you, boy, see, boy, so much is the history so long, boy. Like we have to chat with this.
Yeah. Because like I see you get to Mikey, and I love your work with Mikey, but you had a lot of people in between.
Yeah, you're right. It's a good thing you're controlling because my mind now all over the place. I try to remember everybody. So
we said Blacks, right? We said Blacks, right?
Yeah, Blacks. Then it have Tian. And I have somebody just come to my mind, There's a guy called, Kenneth, let me give his respect. Kenneth is actually the first writer on the Fingers Rhythm Hit Lab.
Correct. That was the I'm not afraid to say
I love you, baby. Yeah. And then say you love me just one more time.
There you go. Yep.
The archives.
That's both Tian songs for who don't know.
On them days I was on East 26. Those days there. On a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
Right, with the Mac. So that was in Brooklyn. I cross check. I have
your boy Javin said too much to remember.
Yeah. Oh Lord, let's not even go there. As you said, Javin, you just put me again. Problem Child. Daria, Lyrical, before Lyrical was Lyrical. People, like, bro, Lyrical we used to be in the basement all the time. And the Lyrical combined when we used to have Impact 2 with Gavin.
Yep.
In Brooklyn, right? When I used to be down there, Lyrical and Postman always coming there for a case of Guinness. Must drink a case of Guinness in the night. Rest in peace to my boy Sian, that was the keyboard man at the time.
Rest in peace, brother. Yep.
Yes, brother, rest in peace, you understand? So, let me see. Oh, Vicky on here. Lord, Nika Francis,
yep. Great singer.
Yes, great singer. Oh, Lord. Vicky, I like that. Listen, Vicky has been let me see how to put that. I never give her flowers yet, but I will give it to her now. Live. You can always.
Yeah.
Vicky was one of the persons in my life that has never. Sometimes I look back and say, boy. But I was younger.
Yeah.
But Vicky has been one of the women in my life that has always and still show me how to brand the Surf Fingers, because she already had that business mind already. And when I just started working with Tian, and I was talking about 2010, 2009 back then, you know what I'm saying? I used to have the studio, everything, because me and Vicky was by the house by Vicky. The studio used to be right there. That's where I remember Vicky making tea, because Tian always feel cold. When it's too cold, you don't like to be outside.
Yeah.
And Vicky making tea for Tian, because he cold outside. I remember those days.
Yeah.
It's always there. Allli, even if you put that part there, this, that, there, she always have the mind when it comes for business part of it and making sure. I don't like. If she say I don't like that, you don't do something good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just see her one there say Nika, Nika Francis too. Nika has played a big part in that Fingers Rhythm Hit Lab from the initial stage of starting.
Yeah.
Let me see. You have Yankee Boy. Let me see. Ryan there. Oh, you see
Ryan, big up. I was bigging you up earlier.
Oh, Mikey, you must have come late to say Lil Rick. Yeah, man, Lil Rick.
Yeah, you don't mention Lil Rick.
I don't.
But
I put that accordion already, my boy. You do. You see that.
Yeah, your journey as far as artists, like, and for some reason, this is why I wanted to say to you, like, for some reason, you don't make it seem so small. And to me, your accomplishments is great, but you don't make it seem like it's small. I think you need to stop making it seem like it's small.
Well,
because you're on the level of so many people but they for some reason you don't think you're there, but I telling you're there, brother.
I can tell you something, Sid. Music is, okay, some people get into music for the fame, they get into it for the money, they get into it but me, I in it for the love of it. Like, that was a gift given to me.
Gotcha.
So, I have a cousin in Miami, right, called Mimi. And her mother used to be with my father every day.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't nobody take my father death more hard than she.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Ruby Hyacinth. And I'll tell you right now, Mimi always say, fingers you just there. Push yourself. Do a little something more. And I say, Mimi, the music will talk for itself, man. Mikey too. Mikey does get my blood pumping, you know. Let me tell you something. Mikey does get my blood, like, sometimes I just feel like, yo. So Mikey does be like, nah. There's one thing. That boy, we come for the competition part of it. The boy, and I did last year, I said, done with that. That's it. He said, not until I did.
you know, one person we forget, and let me tell this story.
Who's that?
I tell the story yesterday, but I'll tell it again. We were in Virginia. We went to do a gig with Kwame, me and you, with Kwame band Caution, but me and you was playing keyboard and I was singing. And we were playing in the hotel. We come down the stairs, and in the lobby, Talpree.
Oh my Lord.
And like I tell people yesterday, one of the best traits I know you have is the ability to talk to people and make them feel like you and them on the same level as far as, you know, respect. And you and Kwame talk to Talpree and you let him hear your beat, and the next, I think it was the next carnival, it could have been the same carnival, he was on your beat.
Yeah, I think I junk. Head start to spin. Me head bad. Sheldon St. Vincent and doing
yeah, man. Yeah, man. And we forget Talpree, and you had a couple good hits with him.
Yeah, boy, this I tell you, it has, you know, it's so much people that I don't have to go. But okay, look at that. Ricky T. A lot of people don't know that, but I produce me and Cotty bring the bumper Freaky Girls. The what that put little Ricky T back on the map.
Really?
Yeah,
see,
man.
I didn't know that. I telling you, brother, your catalog is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
One to them. Yo, one to them. Yeah, to them. Let me see. Yeah, man. Bring the bumper. That song came about Javin. Javin. Again, that's another man. Let me tell you, Sid.
Yeah, man. Big up Javin. Enough respect, brother.
You
on
know,
many levels. On many levels, my brother.
Yeah. You understand? Javin. Staten Island days. I remember. See, you remember those days, boy? You have to take that boat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And walk around by Javin, man. And I used to be by Javin. Why? He said Javin mother loved me like a son. I used to be there every day, my boy. Me and Javin downstairs in the studio in that basement.
Yeah. See, people in the chat saying they didn't know Freaky Girls was you.
Oh, yeah, man. Freaky Girls, yeah. And a guy called Courtney something, whatever his last name is, from St. Lucia. Yeah, Javin is holding that up.
Wow.
I was home at the time, and Courtney said, yo, I want to build something, and Javin linked me up with you. I said, okay, but I know Courtney because when Marshall comes with Jumbie, he was part of the percussion.
Got you.
Right, so we already had that link already, but he didn't have my number, so Javin linked it up because they both from St. Lucia together. You understand? And I go by Courtney, and it starts snowing. While inside there, see snow, big snow for like I go home.
That sounds familiar, but go ahead.
Yes, it sounds familiar. I know it sounds familiar. No storm. Can't go home. Like when I go by some people, I can't go home. You understand? You understand? So I go over there, and then he actually write the song. Courtney write that song for what's his name? For Ricky T.
Yeah.
So while we there, he put down. I think we started really well. He already had something he had already that put in. He had put a little something already. And then he told me, I said, okay, what you want me to put? He said, Fingers, don't approach me like that, my man. The song is yours. Take it and do what you want.
Yeah.
I sit down and I went to this thing down. I am doing the first thing put basically. As the first thing that come to mind. Because he does keyboard bass, I put his keyboard bass, I put, but I come to mind, and then That was the signature.
Yeah.
And then we sit down with him by snort and just drinks at the pass inside there because he can't finish. When he finished Courtney, Courtney is very good on copying and paint. Like you could give him a bunch of things.
Yeah.
And he would choose what he wanted from it.
Yeah, got you.
So that was how that song came about, you understand?
Yeah.
And then when we released, that just, yeah, no boy, bring the bumper, give me. I remember that girl Tasha. That real good artist. You know, I can't forget Tasha.
Of course.
I can't forget Tasha. Tasha with Vibes Evolution.
Yeah.
Tasha had get that gig for us in Brooklyn when we played that song live for the first time because Naya George, which is Iowa George brother, they lose their flight. If I'm not to be mistaken, Tasha might know about that. Since she on here, they lose their flight, and Tasha they call Tasha. They say they will put a little band together half an hour before or an hour before. Say, you don't want to see me run and get some whatever. Get Jeff on play bass. Come down there in Brooklyn, my boy. Take half an hour. What we practice half an hour and run over there to just go. What's it name to go and pay the gig? When you go inside there, 10 o'clock I come inside there, my boy. Brace people outside, brace. One of the soccer people, but they don't play when come for the jam, my boy. 10 o'clock the place brace, everybody outside waiting. And that was the first time we played that song live. Freaky girls on stage. Don't even artist was there, and that's what I say, you know what? It's crazy. They come to sing on tracks. And when Peter Ram sing, Peter Ram say, oh, I ain't singing on tracks, fingers they're gonna play. I play you that man.
See, you even forget Peter Ram.
Yeah, Peter that real. See, I call him names. I said that real. That's a real guy. Father Fox.
Kwame say Nessa Preppy. That's her name, Nessa Preppy?
Nessa Preppy. I ain't gonna call that name. But yes, that's Oh my God. This is me.
Yeah.
It have people, man. Tasha. That's another person I have to give big respect to. See, up till this day, we are very good friends. Tasha.
Big up Tasha. Very good singer. Very good singer. She
pipes for days, my boy. One of the best, my boy. Pipes. I see her sing a whole Destra live when we was in Atlanta. I tell her, man, she even want to do the live. Know everything. First time I see that.
Big up Tasha. Big up.
You understand? And I always promise her I have to give her a song one of these days that when she go back to Trinidad, we're going to run in Trinidad forever. I always promise her that we just don't get the song yet, but we'll get it, Tasha. Don't worry, we'll get it.
Yeah, man.
But Tasha has been another person part of my life for a long time. It's just so much people to call Tasha. You have guys like Springs. We see other artists I know, but we have Father Fox. We have Nessa. We have Marsville. Can't forget Marsville. You understand?
Big. What you had a big hit with Marsville. What was that one?
Marsville, what is that?
The slow one.
Okay, you have Hola Girl and Jamshi.
Hola, yep. Jamshi. Yeah. Big tune.
And then, Hola Girl and Jamshi, and then we have let me see. Wind away the Small Island Rhythm.
Small Island Rhythm, yep.
We have Mikey on there with Skinny. Oh, look at the next one, Skinny Fabulous. Yeah, Skinny Fabulous. Let me see, boy. Who else?
Lava Man.
Oh shit, Lava Man. Yeah, big up to Lava Man again. You know what I'm saying? I worked with all those guys in the past.
DJ 62.
Oh Lord. I didn't want to talk about that one there. Yeah, 62 been there a long time, brother. From walking around giving out flyers.
Hey, and it was so funny when you sent me that beat. I was like, yo, this beat bad like fuck. Excuse me, this beat bad. And I was like, the idea come, and I was like, yo, Allli, this is the idea I got. And immediately you said, why 62 go sing that? You remember that?
I remember that. As soon as you said that, I said, boy, 62 on that. Yeah, man, 62 could sing that right there. Yeah. Can we see that, boy? Let me tell you, Tasha, another person with archives, a person other than Deary, Tasha know all my archives too. I said, she said, Turner. Yeah, you're right, Turner. You're a hooligan.
Hooligan, yep.
Yes, Hooligan. Can't miss the Hooligan. Hooligan Jones. They're a serious man, but
Hooligan, wicked on the lyrics, brother.
Yeah,
Wicked on the
because
lyrics.
he get me in trouble in Trinidad. You understand? He's singing against Marshall. I friend Hooligan.
Wicked on the lyrics.
Yes, my boy. That man there, when he sings something, it's serious, my boy. He don't care, you know.
I like how he don't make his music sound like his lyrical structure sound like anybody. I like that.
Yes, that's just him. When you hear him, that's his signature, and that's
yeah.
So
good lyrical structure.
Let me see Edwin. Let me see Shanta Prince. I'm working on people from Barbados. Rusty. I have to pick up Rusty. I don't know if you remember a band back then called Double Explosion.
Yes.
In Barbados, right?
Yes.
Rusty, his wife, Donella Weeks. She had this song, We on the Road Again. We did very good that day in Barbados. So the road is mine, it's mine.
We mentioned Destra already. We mentioned Destra, right?
Destra, yes, Destra. Yeah, let me see the Pino Bacchanal. Let me see who else. But they're real people, boy. You have to call name. Barry Bruce. You don't have to call, just call artist names. You have Turner, you have Hyper Songs.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's so much people, boy.
Hey, we just could mention name, brother.
I could just mention name. Okay.
This is
another man, not cutting you up, I never really give a good respect here. Was Ra. Me and Ra had some serious tour days, my boy.
Yes, yeah, man.
St. Martin Carnival, me and Ra, oh my Lord.
Yeah, man.
And every time you come up here,
for people who watching and don't know who Ra is, which I don't think that's possible, but I'll just say Ra, legendary WCK, legendary dude. Some of the biggest hits from WCK. Well, probably all. You know if it's all or not, but I would say 90% was Ra singing and writing.
Right, especially from the 90s, in the 90s point. We have. Boy, let me go back. So much people like to call my boy. Tough guys, like I say already, it's like it's family. I big up my boy. I always have to call his name Markel. Big part of the Fingers with him Hitler. Right now, he's on his Kel's Music Lab. I tell him we don't do studio, my boy. Studio is for big names. You understand? Yeah. And even like guys like me and Precision, like me and those guys is good friends. Like I look at those guys like, wow, those guys, okay, them guys have the big, but I was never a big name person. I just do who the song fit.
Yeah, gotcha.
So people say, how come you never work in Marshall? Oh, you never, it never come to that point. You know what I'm saying? I never had a bit and say, oh, I'm going to put Marshall on there. It never come to that point. My thing was always, I have a thing where small, I rather uplift our little small island people around that don't have a name to get somewhere than we have to be rushing behind the big names. That was because this is how I look at it, and people can. It's my opinion. Big names already come with a drive. If you hear something from Bungie, people going to the first you gonna get the views because he's Bungie. Doesn't mean this song is good.
Exactly.
You get more respect from somebody that come as a small artist and go up.
Gotcha.
You know something like, wow, yeah man, that song that man should destroy the place that year, or X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
and I just going back, I talking and I going back.
So this way I wanted to interject and say, how did you being here and get connected with doing gigs for ASA? Because we ain't even mentioned ASA, but that's why I wanted to bring
it's real people,
I wanted to bring that story in like that. Like, how did y'all connect?
ASA was T. Lee. And T. Lee plays, okay. I know there's some big confusion that go on a couple months ago or whatever when T. Lee called my name and say he bring Allli and this and that in New York. Everybody was taking that and running that in Dominica. People are taking anything to run and make a confusion.
People love our juicy conversation.
Of course.
Even if it's a lie.
T. Lee has been part of my life and I would never disrespect him. People don't understand why I would never disrespect T. Lee. A long time. T. Lee linked me. T. Lee was part of the link for me to go to Barbados.
Got you.
And then he is as a manager or agent, whatever he is, he linked the gig up here. And then Ranger Band played for his first gig, he played up here.
Okay.
Which was by Cholo that day, his first time in New York.
Got you.
And then from saying that me and Ace are just, that's it, that's how it initially started. And he started going St. Thomas. Now, my father have a lot of kids. My father have about 21 of us. You understand?
Jesus Christ.
So all my sisters and brothers basically, on my mother's side, you have Anisha and Henry. And they in St. Thomas. So my sister Hazel and Eklin and Totola and my father foundation. So I love going over there.
Yeah.
So when I go over there, it's not really to be going there. I love going there because I get to spend time with my family, and relax and everything else. But me and Esther have had some good times, my boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Piece of shell down, tell you
I remember you calling me one day and telling me, boy, I gone again. I say, what the hell? And you were just by me, and then the following day you gone. I said, where the hell are you going? He said, well, I going St. Thomas again. I said,
yeah, my boy. Shit. I remember these days, but St. Thomas, after a while, I tired. That one time I come there, and the immigration officer said, you wasn't just here last week? I said, not me. Someone got you, and I buy my ticket already for the Fed. I said, Jesus Christ. Yeah, because St. Thomas is a small place, you understand?
Of course.
Yeah, that's how we do. Like I say, the family big. Because people like Swanks and all those guys, Kylo, rest in peace, you understand? I get to pray for all those guys and them.
All them money.
Yeah. And let me see.
Because when I interviewed Kylo, I was telling him a story, and I said, my boy Allli, and he said, yeah, man, I know Allli, man, I know Fingers, man.
Yeah, man, what you mean? Yeah, me and Swanks, yeah. I remember when this year, the years of this, when this come out, when what do you call that? Not Ableton, but I forget this program we have there, we just play with.
Logic?
No, Main Stage.
Main Stage,
yeah. Want to see me, Jones, and and Swanks in there trying to patch certain things when you touch that and change the tone, touch that. You want to see? I have the wire. Frank say, yeah, I get it. Yeah, so boy, you supposed to send me the link. Oh no, I can't get that yet. But I get so used. I always used to. I play the keyboards. I get used to like, okay, I come with my keyboard, and to me, what the keyboard is as long as the tone in them, boy, play with it. I don't care what it is, how it is, what the case may be. But now they just get into heavy, So the next time the music over, when the music really come back and we start back to him, I have something new to come in there with, But
nice.
As usual, I always try to, I wouldn't say be the first, but I like to try new things. Which is like a signature. If I don't try it, it doesn't make sense. Like Conch, a man tell me yesterday when I put up some things on what do you call it? On WhatsApp. I think that you've been having Conch songs for years. I said, bro, I tried Conch in all kind of way already. Long time. You understand? Like Conch is not new to me. I come from Dominica, I'm always using Conch. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't pay too much attention to them things. You understand? If I see somebody talking about something about humbleness or whatever. Like I say, my thing is not to, maybe I'm gonna take your word for it. Since I just start pushing myself a little more, so I'm gonna start doing it. Me now, I just make my work talk for myself. Archie has always taught me that. Archie always tell me, your work will speak for itself, brother. You don't need to be in people's face, trying to say, oh, use the best. And use this. That was never my thing said. I just come and do my work, and that's it. You understand? I get paid, I live in good, excellence. Like I said, now I know the musical part of it. So now it's even better.
Yeah.
So it ain't even really too much, but at the end of it, it is what it is. It all comes down to why you doing or why you want to do, So
Yeah. Listen, I know you personally, so I know you very humble, and you keep yourself like in a position like you ain't there. But like I tell you earlier, brother, you there. The list we just went through, that's over 20 artists, and we ain't talking about just come artists. We talking about artists where established, where people paying their money to go see regularly. So
yeah,
you did your thing, brother.
Yeah, remember, boy, I could go all the way back. My mind going there, and I thinking, and man, it's have guys that come into my mind still. Like it's crazy. Well, Roy, a lot of man I work with, something back in the years.
Legendary man, yeah.
Yeah, Roy used to bring me St. Martin to come and play for Carnival, my boy, So, and I always call Ra name because from Raw Rhythm, me and Ra, and still, right, man, Ra can just call me now and say, hey, I come have a gig. Anytime Ra come New York and you have a gig, I have to play.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what artists that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to work with? Big or small?
Per se, let me see if I really have somebody that I would think I would have loved to work with them. A big artist I would like to work with. Oh,
so
Mention
from Sugar Band.
Mention from Sugar Band, my boy. You see that small island rhythm there? What I have Mars build them on? I think he would have teared that up, my boy. I just don't have the link for him, but that guy have vocals for days.
No doubt. No doubt.
He could write. That's another thing, he could write.
You say he could write? The man is a beast.
I can't even say the words. I'm trying not to make it too crazy.
Yeah.
Mention, my boy. I would love to work in Mention. And, well, let me see. Somebody I think I have. Trying to think of it, really, actually. But you see, I still don't pay attention right now to the whole producing part of it. That right now my mind clouded because.
Yeah, because me and you had a conversation the other day, and you telling me you ain't producing no songs right now. I was so vexed with you. You hear?
Yeah, because right now, you know, me already, man. Music, I have my music, yes, but I always build. I have my little business on this side which I taking care of. If in case, to fall back on. And music, yes. But as much as I love music, like I say, people don't understand, but it's hard to survive in music in New York.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yeah.
They won't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Music is, unless you're really playing for some big Dave Matthews band or some kind of band, that turn all over the places, a different thing. Meanwhile, I have to make different places and avenues because the older I get, the more things that I accomplish, the more things that, business one investments that I go into, I have to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? To keep myself, back in the days where $150, $250, could have hold me for a week. I can't do that now. 150, not going gas, man. I'm taking $80 gas, my boy. So you have to upgrade now. You know what I'm saying? So you always tell me, say, other than music, always try to put something on the side. That if you get something, you know how much artists balling for me right now? Because some people never take their money because it doesn't make sense. You pay me for a song now. That's my way of giving back. And not everybody, people will say, oh, but you charge him. If I see somebody a potential seed and they really, a budget is a problem to them, pass this song. How much people will do that already still? Do this song and I send it for you and you mix it. You know what I'm saying? And X, Y, and Z. So people always have that thing where it's money. But something you have to understand to give back. You have to learn to give back sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah.
And it is what it is. It's many guys in Barbados are helping. It has so much songs and things that I do already that I put them under other guys' name just so they could get that push. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's me that play.
Respect.
And I will go out there and say, oh, I play this song. I do this song and I do that song. That's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Something just popped in my head where you said we did something together. When what was it, last winter? Big snowstorm. I hear somebody knocking. Yo, Sid. You and Benji from Triple K. You forget that one.
Lord, Lord. Forget that boy. See, I tell you, Sid, Benji, man, on what's our reading name?
Oh crap! What was that? Wicked Beat. The name was Wicked friggin' Beat.
Yeah, it's Stoosh jumping in bush.
Yes, Stoosh. Yes.
I forgot what reading is that. That
Wicked tune.
I know you work well on that vocals demo, boy.
No man, hey, listen. I tell you that day, and I tell Benji as well, yo, I don't know him personally, but it was super easier than what I thought. Because, his voice is a coarse type of voice, but he know how to handle his voice very well.
And he write that part there real fast too.
Yo, the man sit on there in 10 minutes maybe?
It's 2 songs we do that night, brother.
Yeah.
We do the whole song with Ranger Band.
Yeah.
And then we do that. You know what I'm saying? Not that bro, it's an artist. Don't you say Ranger Band Joey?
Yep. Hefner. You already big up Super Dan.
Yeah, big up Super Dan already. They're real people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
So
a serious journey, my boy. It's just I don't even know how to say it. You just have to be thankful for all what you have, you know. And
what about that picture there?
oh Lord,
Naive.
I remember that. That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
That's the position I'm sitting in right now. Lord, the studio them different. And Sila, another bad guitar bass man again, my boy. He used to play for the band.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to play for the band. Sila, you see there, yeah, man. Sila is a classical guitarist and a dangerous bass man, my boy. That's why I tell you that name. So you have to start calling them, my boy, because Lord, archives. I think it's an evolving thing.
So let me ask you now. I remember one time, I think, oh man. Okay, exactly. One time you went to Houston and you gig with WCK. How that happened?
Oh, well, that was a usual thing. Me and Keith had been have this relationship a long time. There was one point in time where WCK didn't have no keyboard man. I can't remember, Little Man had one story or something at the time. So I always used to chip in there and there. At that time, me and Donovan Gabriel play for CK all in DA. Then me and Keith, like I said, me and Keith have a strong connection. So they used to have a guy, Nay, may soul rest in peace, the one that died, you know. Nay, he was playing, and this got to be a little more old school jam, you know. So, but Keith know I know them things and X, Y, and Z. So Keith say, yo, you can come through? Yeah, man. But Keith is a man, anytime he have something and I could get involved in it, he just say, yo, come over. You know, I know them songs, and I'll come there and just boom, 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 play it and X, Y. But yeah, that was a good gig too. Yeah. That WCK gig was a good gig. Remember that me and Nai, them two had a band called Team in New York.
Yep.
Me, Nai, Banga, Sila.
Banga, yeah.
Yes, you know, so that big up Banga too. Bad producer all around.
Wicked producer.
Wicked, my boy.
Wicked musician. On
a whole.
Yeah.
Man, deadly man. Man serious, especially in hip hop right now.
Yo, the man been around for a minute, working with some big artists for a minute.
Yeah, man. So when you look at it, it's a lot of times, man.
So what's the plan for Fingers now? What's the plan for the future? Like, what you want to accomplish?
Well, right now, I just want to go to Nashville. I want my thing now I'm working on is like jazz and blues, like trying to get a name out there, like not just Caribbean, not because I'm Caribbean known, but more go out there as a keyboard man. I always see myself like, I have a show and people come out to see you, like how Elton John is, or how this and that is. So, or Rick Wakeman or one of those guys, I always thought of winning a Grammy. Why not win a Grammy? Why not?
Yeah.
Look at me one these days. I say, see, boy, I look, see who I produced a song for X, Y, and Z, and then boom, the song win a Grammy, and I up there getting that trophy like everybody else, you know. Because I never thought of being where I am now. I was right there in Portsmouth, just in my little ceramics, in my little thing rockers band. I never expect to go Barbados, never expect to go Serenade. Never expect from Serenade, never expect to go to X, Y, and Z. Never expect to go to St. Croix, never expect to go to Barbados, never expect to come to New York now, where I established now. I never expect to do none of these things. So then they say you have to dream strong, dream big or whatever, and then you go towards it. So that is just my way now, and I put in my little links together to X. So I don't want this Corona thing to be, to this. Although, don't get me wrong, the year finished already and the Corona has shown me a lot of things that now is the best time for people to actually put out music. They're not seeing it.
I'm telling you.
They're not seeing it as artists, and I tell people that things they don't want to do is song next thing go to waste. No, all people have to know is listen to music. They can't do nothing else.
Exactly.
Everybody all DJs, SOP right now, SOP. You ain't no DJ no more. Everybody DJing SOP.
Soapy was live last night.
Soapy was live last night?
Yeah, man. Soapy was live last night for like 3-4 hours, man.
Right now, you care about DJ Soapy. Everybody DJing, my boy. Everybody's a DJ because everything is live. Everything is on the stream. Everything. So that's it. Right now is the right time to produce and put your music out there. You must get a listener sick, even if they come on it for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
But they're gonna hear it. You understand?
I forget before we start closing this up. I forget. I tell Kwame say, yo, need a keyboardist, man. I got a bunch of gigs and I just lose my keyboard. I say, yo, I got a man for you, brother. Like 8 gigs or some shit like that in 5 days, right?
Boy. Kwame, action Kwame. Oh my Lord. Nearly get banned in Miami. Yes, man. Boy. Caution, man. We had some good days, but yes, man.
Yeah, man. See, yeah, man.
Can't big up. That's another artist. Tell you, them guys. Kwame. Yo, my cousins, them will tell you. Me and them will tell you. I'm in Miami every week. How we look? 8 days? 5 days, 8 gigs?
5 days, 8 gigs. Yeah, 5 days, 8 gigs.
Then we have Virginia. You understand, when all of us drive down to come together. It's just so much, man. What do you think about that, man? That's how you say, brother. It is. We are history boys, Sid. And you know, we have history. We can even talk about, we can go all the way back, Sid, because me and you are all history long. Me and Sophie are Kwame. And I know you're on there listening. That's another man I have to give big respect. Kwame take me in, my boy, like his own brother, and just fingers what you when I come to Miami, Kwame have my rental for me, you know. Listen to me.
Yeah, man. And
I never understood why, but the man always look at me, you know, on another level. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, and Z. Kwame open his house and Kwame say, listen, that's the plan for the night, and that's the plan for the night, my boy. You understand? Even when we play on Miami stage, Kwame, let me play on Miami stage. For the first time, 20, almost 30,000 people in the park.
Hell yeah.
And Marshall, them or whoever stay so long on stage. And the man say, yo, we have to pay for half an hour or man bring them down to 15 minutes. Kwame say, Allli, 15 minutes of fame, my boy. Anything you bring. And I bring out that balance battery there first. I remember get coming up. Boy, that there shit. Oh my Lord. Shell love inside. I never see Kwame breathless. Kwame can breathe. And boy, I could never forget that, brother. I wish I had a tape of that. Like I said, those days there wasn't even much cell phone people recording, you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
More digital camera kind of thing, X, Y, and Z. So it's been good, brother. It's been a long year. And I know it took me a time because since you make Chatterbox, I was supposed to be on Chatterbox
long time.
Always. I always listen to everybody interview, but I could not bring myself to do work. I just like, why am I that might tell myself sick. Or even last night, you know what I said? Sundays, you know, you don't get me out of my bed. Sundays.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it though. Like hey, like I tell you, man, is this right here, especially the fact that the type of artist you have been working with. And not only that, your father being the type of man he was in the type of circle, and then for you to be that type of guy and then take it further, man, your family gotta be very proud of you, brother. Very proud.
My mother, let me tell you something, right? That day is on a personal level. My mother, I guess because of the way of how my old man died, right?
Mm-hmm.
She always. Well, I said, now I understand it because I have my own daughter now, and I push in that the same way. You always want to see your kids strive for not what they want, but for higher.
Yes.
And that's, you know, Sage and Summer, you know what I'm saying? You want the same thing for them. You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But I just have that's me. I have my thing, you understand what I'm saying? And my mother stand with me, my boy, from Allli didn't have a keyboard, to Allli just having a keyboard, to Allli now having how much keyboard, to Allli donating keyboard to churches, to Allli doing, I mean, mother's been there, and sometimes I just be like, ma, I not, this year she watch you right there when I'm in soccer mall this year, we're in soccer mall this year, Mikey. She screams. I tell you, tell me the results. She screams, and it was nice to have her as a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother's never been, my mother's always been home, and I always out toying, doing this, doing that. So it was a pleasure now for me to actually, you know, let her see and understand, you know what I'm saying, how things going.
Yeah.
So that there was a big accomplishment for me myself. My little sister, you know, Anisha, when I try a beat, man, that good, man, I that good, that bad. And that's it, you understand? But me now, a beat is never bad for me because Sometimes even if I know the vocals wicked on there, whatever, I like to see how, I want to know the crowd response. Like, Mars will have a new song now and he's saying for me, he said, brother, why I don't produce it. But he have that thing where if fingers say X, Y, and Z, yeah.
Good.
I listen to it, I say, Shafts write it. I said, brother, that's different, you know. Because even like me and Blacks have these conversations all the time. Blacks are saying, because I ain't singing about the whining and thing no more. I done with that, right? If you realize where Blacks take his trend now.
Yep.
That's not really singing about that jumpy thing no more. He's more singing about songs of life, you know, things that I see Mansville do a song with Shaft there and I listen to it and I say, I just want to hear how people are going to take to it. You know, a serious song, you know what I'm saying? But it's a very good song. So I just happy see to be able to at least, you know, give people, take, and still giving. You understand? And that's just my thing. But this is what it is, you understand? I don't know. The competition thing is not for me. If you're looking for that for me, you ain't gonna get that. I gonna come and play, I gonna do my I can tell you what, if you used to come and play, I'll come and play. You understand? I'll come and do my part. But I'm not really into the, you know, who better and who is the best and it's who gonna live forever. That's what it is. What you have is who gonna live forever. Sid make a song and he could still play like a Baron. You understand? Baron made songs since in the 70s and the 80s. And I bet you Soapy still have this thing in it, you know what I'm saying? In like Lauren, Kitchen, and all them things. They're still playing every summer. They have to play. Why? They have to play.
Song live on. Yep, live on.
Understand? So that is just my thing now, you know, just to, you know, get certain things other places. And I say, I gonna still do my little come because Mikey ain't gonna want me to give up. Not no. He ain't ready yet. We have something.
We need you in the music, brother. Like your lane is your lane. Nobody gonna take your lane. Cause you is Allli. You is Fingers, brother. Trust me.
I really was trying to cook up something for that 2021, that 2020 soccer monarch in Barbados. I said that was it for me. That's my last.
Yeah.
So that was it for me because I have a road match and certain things, all kind of places. You know? So I think
you have road match I didn't know about. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I think what's his name? Marsville was vexed that year. Marsville said, hey, you know Marsville had what is it? Okay, all right. Only how she get in and she get in and I want to give it to you.
Yeah, I want to give it. Yeah.
Marsville vexed. Marsville say, hey, how you gonna produce a song that gone rivalry with my song? Because I got Freaky Girls come out.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't do that. That day is out of it, brother. We brothers for too long, man. When I watch who make this song, I said, this guy have the nerve to produce a song that gonna compete with my song. And that was 2 big songs in 1 year.
Yeah.
And you there? And you know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's just right now, there's a lot of people, you know, that I have like Keisha K and some people like, you know, I want to really look at artists around. But to me, there's everybody big in my eyes. I ain't calling Nick. To me, it just takes you one song, brother.
Of course.
One song. Soapy Dan could sing one song and that's it. Soapy Dan ain't no singer. But one song. You understand? And that's it. Soapy gone. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you just get the right song, the right point at time. You understand what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Yeah. I see a guy come on here and I have to give him his respect before I leave. A guy called Andre Blackett.
Okay.
He from Barbados. He's been with me in the Calypso 10 since we was younger. Long time. He's a trumpet player. I think he may be a class 6 or class 7 boy.
Wow.
Playing in the Royal Band of Barbados. I even see he does be going to England to represent the thing. And he does do a lot of my horns for my productions. Okay. A lot of people think I just do everything. I don't do everything in my productions. Sid, if you look Sid right there, Icebox have a lot to do with my production sometimes. Yeah. You understand? A lot of questions I see people sending me some things there now. And is I don't do everything. To me, you alone care. You can't hear everything. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
I come and produce this song. I get certain things would have to be cool. I send it by Sid have to mix the vocals, and I send it by Danny. You know Danny already. Danny have his thing. Andrew Danny, boom. And that's it. I have different guys for different this and that. I don't sit here and think of, okay, I could do everything by myself because your ears as a musician can hear so much thus far.
Got you.
And some people don't understand it. They want to be all about them. Have to be me. I mix, I produce, I do this, I do that. Copyrighted by me. No, brother.
Tafari just log on. He say, "Yo, fingers."
Tafari, yes.
Yeah.
But oh, look, another man again. When we go Asa, when I played Asa St. Thomas, we didn't have a bass man because when I go Asa, when I used to play before is me alone, and I play keyboard. I play bass with my bottom keyboard. Play bass with my left hand, and I play and run rhythm with my right hand, and then still back up. So it would be like a 3-man band with bongos. Pick up the bongos again in St. Thomas. Every time we come down there, he playing drums. One of the best drummers I know too. Tafari that year, me, Tafari, Daddy Jones, every day we in the Bluebirds, boy, just relaxing and drinking. 9 o'clock in the morning, boy, the man waking me up in my bed in the hotel. Let's go for a drink. I say, boy, Tafari, I need a bass man, you know. Jones say. He said, are you going Juni or are you going Tafari? Juni already had this thing going on already. I said, Tafari, my boy, we're going to destroy it. Me and Tafari sit down there in 15 minutes and run through the whole set. And go on. That night we had a good time, brother. So big up yourself, you know, Tafari.
Yeah, man, big up Tafari, big up.
You understand? So, yeah, man, it's a lot of things, man, Sid, man. I just so sorry that we couldn't play a lot of things and, you know, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, it's all good. Listen, they got a bunch of people in there saying big up to you. So tell, you know, give people some love, you know what I mean?
Who is that? Sid, I work with Allli in Dominica with
Giovanni.
Oh, okay, I know who that there. Okay, he used to mix with Stanley. Big up yourself, my boy. He used to mix with Stanley. That's another protege of Stanley again.
Okay.
Another man. When I say I can't hear my monitor, you don't want to see me. I'm dragging him all the way from over there. Yeah, boy. So let me see. There's Michael. I know who you are. Michael
yeah.
Jack. Let me see. Malcolm Jacks. That's my cousin again from St. Martin right there. Portsmouth again. Big up my posse massive. Let me see. Corinne Farrell. That's church days. All them guys that see me come up as Little Sir Fingers, my boy. Just start playing guitar. Them guys can tell you how it start. Almost go school together, you know what I'm saying? That's my posse people right there. Royet. Oh, okay. Well, Royet. You ain't even get in there. Who's that? Sokaras. Let me see. Real people, man. Gaz. Let me see who else on there. Kwame. Ridge. Hassan. All of this posse. Ghetto. Big up Fisherman Ghetto. Tracy. All them girls been in school together with me from since we were small. And they've been there. Denver, Cherry Lane, that's my neighbor in Posse. So I see my whole Portsmouth, what? The whole community on them. You know, the whole community on them, boy. Wow.
Yeah, man. Them man showing you love, man.
Danny, yes, man. The whole community on them, boy. Danny from St. Thomas, Danny Cat. Big up yourself, my boy.
Danny Cat, legendary enforcement, jam band, yeah.
Yes, the Ryan Hannah. Yo, this is a Portsmouth life. No, this is a Portsmouth life. The guy going up there, everybody I see there now is Posse people, no boy. That they're serious. Falcon, big up Falcon, DJ Falcon all the time.
Yeah, big up Falcon.
Javin, you know already. I give Javin his full respect already. But one person, if I done. That person has been doing my cover pages and me and my music for almost 13 years. Stanman, Small Island, massive, my boy.
Stanny, big up Stanny.
All my cover pages see is Stanny. Just
you.
give him the idea and boom, fan the fire, Rusty. You're talking about, can't forget that man, my boy. Even if he does never get the song first. He doing the cover page, you know. Cover page and all the credits and everything, but Stanley could never get the song first and the instrument, and you always have to ask me for it. But yes, brother, Stanley, I can't go off that live and look for Stanley name.
Yeah, man.
Stanley been there a long time. You know, he just push one thing, anything I make, Stanley pushing it, no matter who you are. And Stanley has created a big platform for us too in the small island.
Oh, huge. Stanley is big up Stanley, man. Stanley been doing this to a minute and doing it the right way. Big up.
Yeah, Stan, man. Yeah, so I just wanted us, you know what I'm saying, but thank you for the opportunity, my boy.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the time, man. And like I say, I know you got stuff to do, so I appreciate it big time, brother. And you don't know, you can link me anytime.
Yeah, about how you mean? Let me see. We want to hear. So we don't have them tunes, man. I don't know. Somebody said they want to hear me play something. You want to see that tune? Why you want me to get them the girls go on and play it live?
Whatever you want to do.
I gonna have to, let me see, I gonna play, let me see, I gonna maybe have to play 3 and then play something like, you know, let me see what I have to queue up there. Oh.
Something that's music.
Let me play something from
Then she whining like she wants somebody.
What? You coming in? You have something for the old one. You never
Coming clean.
I see Clint Henderson. Is that Clint from who used to be in CK, right?
Yeah, my cousin Clint Henderson, WCK.
Yeah, man. Big up Clint. Big up Clint.
Yeah, man. Clint too. Oh, artist again. Clint again. You said you don't see it's a real man. Out there, you know, I work with an X, Y, and Z. So, you know, at the end of the day, let me see if I can find it there. So, Peter, that tune, my boy.
Which one?
The is that a dance I play? The little record I play, Girls Gone Wild. Any one
Girls
of them,
Gone
I could play one of Mikey. Any one of them. Let me see if I can pull it up right there. Is that wrong? Let me see. Girls Gone Wild. Rick. Let me see if I pull it up. Oh, it's there one. Yeah, it's there one. What? Wow.
What tune is a big sexy?
Little Rick. Girls Gone Wild.
Who?
Little Rick. Little Rick. Oh, he got it.
Little Rick.
He got it.
Okay.
So PI faster than you, my boy. Other times there you know you would have hit me there, but you ain't catching me on that. Yeah. Somebody my cousin say stop enough for that pretty song like right there, hear me talk. Hey! Hot rock, tick tock, rock up bad girls. Wonder when it's the mash up is the thing.
Every sofa shell dropping in bumper to the tail. Make them don't get like the best can make to them for suspect. Every move they must be next. I watching I'm breaking me neck. Pick up.
Hold on, pause this song. Why is that there? I still trying to get. See, where get the accordion again? I forget my boy. I still trying to get an accordion there, my boy. That I had there to play in there. Let me see. But so, but the fiddle song would sing if I played live from here through Soapy.
I'm not sure. I don't think so though.
Because I have to play through his thing. But that's okay, man. I maybe play it from me and just play through it. So I'm gonna do a little thing from there and done. And then that's it for me, my boy. Right now, it's time 4 o'clock. See, I'm here for 3 hours stuck in my city.
Coming up on 4.
Yeah, I've been on 3 hours stuck in my mind, but I'm happy to come there and at least, you know, be able to say what I need to say and X, Y, and Z. And okay, look, I get something. Yeah, I think I can work with it. I don't know whether the accordion good, but it is what it is. Yeah. Let me see. I don't picture you, man.
Yeah, man.
That was the good days, my boy. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. So just big up yourself, man. And we got you know one thing I always say, we me and you, we did a bunch of songs, but we never really ever put a song out. I definitely wanted to do that at some point.
Oh, well.
Cause we have about maybe 5-6 songs we did together, but we never actually released them.
We have but we have and that one there too that I always wanted to do ooh, I love you. Make me to that. I still have the vocals, you know, see that.
Yeah, man. We gotta do something.
Still have the vocals for that. I seen Falcon talking about long run. What's wrong with this guy?
Falcon, the manga history.
2002, boy. Yeah, Falcon. And
yeah, man.
all of this mix, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your time, man. We gonna definitely link, and I appreciate it, man. Much respect, brother.
All I want to know is if you have food by you, my boy. We can right I could reach by you in half an hour, my boy. Right now, half an hour, my boy. I said we should cook, my boy. I see I'm on there. Right, I'm hungry. So, Pilan.
Yeah, man.
So I have a little secret I never tell before I leave, but let me tell you. Let me see, but I have a little secret there. I never really tell you about it, but Soapy's Excel still by me, you know.
Wow. Soapy gotta pick up that Excel there.
Soapy ain't getting that drum machine for 12 years, that drum machine here, Soapy nice.
Wait, that's what my drum machine at? Hold on there.
Hey.
Hold on there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Allli.
I come link you.
Yeah, that drum machine still. I still have that drum machine there, my boy. Yeah, man. And Sid Consto and Jevon on. Yeah. All right, Sid.
Yeah, man. Respect. Love alone, brother.
Thanks again, you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
out there listening, big up, man.
Big up. Respect.
All right, brother.